Hello YouTube, I'm back. The crying at the end of last session was nothing to worry about, so should we get on with some Dwarf Fortress? What do you mean, no? Why'd you click on a Dwarf Fortress video, you fucking idiot? Piss off! There we go, that got rid of the idiots. Let's get on with the let's get on with the Dwarf Fortress. Okay, what's going on? Right, we're trying to get our fortress in a state of full military readiness. We're going to wait for the little traders to piss off, and then when they're done, we're going to close up the gate and pull everybody inside. Unfortunately, now we've got the gate open, people seem to see fit to wander around outside. Having said that though, it does mean all of those pets that I said to put outside are going to be left outdoors, so when the goblins arrive, the pets are going to be gone. It's going to be brilliant. I can't believe that I came up with that idea all on my own and didn't need any help from chat. Where are we? Someone said something here. I walked back into fuck off you fucking idiots. Oh, curly fries. I was talking to the YouTubers who for some reason clicked on this video that is being created right now and didn't want to watch some Dwarf Fortress. I mean, why would you do that? It very clearly says Dwarf Fortress in the thumbnail, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Check my thumbnail quickly. It does say Dwarf Fortress, doesn't it? Otherwise, what is happening? What's going on? Thumbnail? Thumbnail, there we go. There's the thumbnail folder. And yes, it definitely says Dwarf Fortress on the thumbnail. Definitely. 100%. Without a doubt. So, are they leaving yet? They are not. And we are having a lot of people prattling around outside, but hopefully just to take their pets out. When I do an alert, will that bring the pets inside? Surely it shouldn't, right? It shouldn't, but it might. Anyway, let's go down a few floors and have a little look at the... here we go. Ah, okay. So it seems like they've actually de-armoured all of the goblins and put them back in here. This is very nice. So DBC should allow us to do some reclamation like that there. Fuck knows why that's in there. And then this... here. Why have we got a forbidden goblin corpse in there? I don't know. Whatever that is forbidden. There's a lot of little forbidden bits knocking around. Question mark, I say. Question mark. Why? Why forbidden it? You know what? I'm going to do it over the entire floor. I'm going to go absolutely mental. Here we go. Bosh, 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 bosh. Here it goes. Oh, look at this enormous reclaim. Bang! Nothing on this floor is forbidden anymore. Everything is allowed. Very exciting. Feels bad, man. I had my semi-truck license test today, but it's all been cancelled. Oh, well, you know, I'm sure it will happen again. I mean, you had it booked up and everything, so I'm sure they'll take some kind of steps to make sure you're at the front of the queue next time round. Or maybe they won't. Who knows? I am unfamiliar with the way Australian driving licenses work. Never had to get one. Never been to Australia. The likelihood of me ever going to Australia is very slim. Seems like a hot country. Seems like a hot country, which would probably kill me. Can you build a fighting pit for the goblins to fight in? I could, but right now we're trying to get our dwarves up to scratch. So we'll get them sorted. Get them sorted first, and then we'll give it a go. Speaking of the titles, the current stream title says War Prepare. Oh, War Prepare. Okay, let me try and fix that then. Let me go over to look at the stream title. If I go into this folder here and click Scoundrel M's dashboard, let me just maximise it. Whoa, you see that flash? And then edit stream info, Cryptbeards and chill while War prepare to assault the circus. That is correct. That is correct. We prepare. There we go. Now it's spelt correctly. No more of this paganism. It's how it should be. Right, back into Dwarf Fortress. Put them into a firing range. Nothing like live targets for archery training. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, actually. Then again, I've never managed to get archers to work. They always run in with their crossbows and start beating people around the head, which is... meh. It's only overly hot when we're on fire. Other than that, it's mostly flooding. Oh, okay. So, I mean, to be honest, the UK's got a lot of flooding going on these days as well. Did the stream freeze for anybody else? Uh-oh. Fine here, says Tidy, and all good here, says Arian. Okay. Okay. A hiccup on Rando's End, working from home. Ah, lucky you. I wish I was working. No, I don't actually. I suppose technically this is the only job I have, so I am working in a way. Although really, if this was my job, I think the whole professional streamer thing is definitely a scam, right? It's definitely a scam. If this was actually my job, I'd be over the moon. Where are we? Getting all that stuff melted down. That's good. Let's go down to the. There we go. To the little trading room. Industrial zone. That's what I'm looking for. Our masons don't seem to be too keen on actually doing any masonry. That's a bit disappointing. I would like to see them masoning. Our smelters are smelting, that's fine, but nobody's sitting here doing anything in these workshops, which is decidedly not what I want. They should be making weapon racks, armour stands, etc. But they've decided that that's not a thing. Wait a minute, did I do that before the crash? Holy shit, I did! I haven't even told them to make this shit. Everything's on fucking standby. Oh, well done, scoundrel. Okay, well in that case, let's add armour stands to the list, and then we'll say Alt-W, yes, make it a repeater, and keep 5 to 10 in stock. Perfect, good. Also, add, let's make weapon racks. Alt-W, I'd like it to be a repeater, yes, and 5 to 10 seems like a perfect number. 5 to 10 is the perfect number. And then once we've done that, we'll do another quick save because, frankly, I am deeply paranoid about this whole thing falling apart and collapsing. I'm still working in an airport, says Curly Fries. Oh, that seems like one of the things that would be shut down. Then again, I suppose there is sort of a lot of vital transport stuff going on there, so I suppose you would be needed. Am I still the best fish cleaner, says Cranium Brood. Maybe. Speaking of which, let's let the game go on for a bit. Let some melting get done. We'll watch the gate though, just in case gobbos turn up. And we're going to go over to Dwarf Therapist, and if anybody doesn't already have a dwarf named after them... what was that? A Luma wipe? No. That's better. Lovely. If anybody doesn't have a dwarf named after them, feel free to ask for one. If you want anything specific, it's best to specify in your yes please message. But, if you just want a random one, that's fine too. Let's have a little look. Who've we got? Has nickname. There we go. So, first of all, the list of people who already have dwarves. Orchimedes, a Raindog 2, Adrusir, Beardster, Bergendurf, Buttermut Squash, Catsan, Curly Fries, Dragonman B, Druid's Mead, Ariane, Elof Heater, Fuzzy Logic, Fwifo the Spath, Swiffo of Spath, Garmbergian, Guy Incognito, Hikatarak, JC Experience, Claycree, Corlinga, Cranium Brood, Master Bazooka, NATO Chrisjum, Nunchaku Chaku, Oafsalot, Authority, Plutonium Jesus, Rando 303, Sanctum Spiritstone, Shizoo, and Weirus. If you're one of those people, you don't need a dwarf, don't worry about it. Although looking at it, Raindog may need one soon because he's very unhappy and has sunk into depression. Which is a shame because he's not only a legendary diagnostician, he's also a fucking amazing swords dwarf with full adamantine armour. And, hello? Oh, that mood finished. We'll look at that in a second. Let's take a little look down here. We've got 165 dwarves with no nickname, and we'll just check to see if Cranium is still our best fish boy. Fish cleaner. Was that what you wanted to check? Fish cleaner. Yes, okay. We'll sort by fish cleaning. And no. No, you are not, Cranium Brood. You are currently... Where are you? Where are you? There he is. Ooh, you are second. A Raindog is best, somehow. Fuck knows how he's managed to become a level 12 fish cleaner while he's been in the military. Maybe that's what stressed him out, his requirements for cleaning fish. We'll disable that. And Rando 303 is just behind you on 3. Interesting. Although he is a supreme miner. Absolutely bloody amazing at it. Right, let's commit those changes. Nobody should be cleaning fish in this fortress. All the fish has come pre-cleaned from the traders. It's all good. Let's have a little look here. Rando 303 says, my job is deemed critical by the Department of Homeland Security, so we're still working and taking shifts in the physical building, and hopefully everyone is bleaching all of the door handles and keypads and things. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's something to do with radio, isn't it? Like radio encryption and decryption. transmission? I don't know. Probably best not to pry too deeply. If your job is critical for the homeland defence of America, it's probably reasonably shrouded in secret, right? Secret? Secrecy. Mind 78 would like a dwarf. Is the 78 important? I'll pop it on for now. I'm going to close my eyes. I close my eyes and roll my mouse wheel. Ah, get a little feel for the dwarves I choose. Here we go. What have we got? Sibrek, a child. Oh, a child. Well, mind. You're going to be Mind 78. MIND_78. Bosh. You are in. You have a dwarf. It's all good. Yes, Rando, you do have a dwarf. That's good. Tidy wants the newest dwarf. Have you not already got one, Tidy? I'm fairly sure you're in that list, aren't you? Or have you died? Someone died. No, you are dead, Tidy. Okay, so the most recent dwarf. That means sorting by migration wave. Coming down to the bottom and saying it's got to be one of the children, and I'm going to presume it's this one. Sigan the Child. Set nickname TIDYYY. Bosh. There we go. In you go. Commit. Who else wants a dwarf? Let's have a look. Whoa, chat's going off the top of the screen. Draven, me please. Any happy dwarf. Okay. DRAEVEN. Let's find a happy dwarf. Let's give you the happiest dwarf. Why not? Let's not sort by migration wave though. Let's sort by has nickname, minimize the nickname is, and then say sort by happiness. That can't be the happiest dwarf, can it? No, it's not. There we go. Here's our happiest dwarf. Degan. But Degan is a child. Do we want to give you a child? Got level 16 woodcrafting, and you are ecstatic. Let's go for an adult. Serol, the ecstatic adult, who is also a level 20 brewer and a level 12 gem cutter. Why not? Let's do it. Set nickname DRAEVEN. DRAEVEN. Bosh, Draven. Is that an Eric Draven there? Are you alluding to the fact that you might be a reincarnated what's his face? Brandon Lee, Mr. Crow? If he passes, I call dibs on his armour. Whose armour, Curly Fries? We'll check that out. Our logistics is still open. However, we have a new crew of people who have come in to screen everything first. Oh, blimey. Sounds exciting. Druids Mead says, does that mean you're shipping freight, just no people? There we go. Cranium Brood says, no, like old Darth Vader. My cousin is a doctor, says Rando303. Normally does physical therapy, but PT is kind of on hold, so she's retraining at the hospital for taking blood and doing the tests, since we're assuming it will get Italy bad here soon. Well, fingers crossed it doesn't. We'll see how it works out. I watched Last Week Tonight last night, and that was a bit weird with no audience, wasn't it? A bit weird. Nah, just use Mind, says Mind78. Okay, that's not a problem. If I scroll up the list of people who have nicknames, and go down to the M's, KM, Mind78, set nickname, go to the end, delete the 78 underscore, or 87 underscore as it would be in the order I was deleting them, and commit. You're in. You're just Mind. You're just Mind. There you go. Curly Fry says, I believe people are still coming in but have to go through 2 weeks of quarantine before they're officially allowed into the country. However, I could be wrong. I've had a friend just leave Australia and get back here from a holiday. Poor old Chunky Nut, who I was going to be playing multiplayer with today, but it looks like he's not about. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get some multiplayer later on. We shall see. Tidy says, I died last stream to a dwarf skull. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, the dwarf, the Etin caved you in with a dwarven skull totem. That's right. No, it was an Etin, I think, Tidy, not a Weirbeast. Hello, Bergendorf. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. You're still in there, aren't you? Yeah, Bergendorf's alive. It's all good. Draven was going to ask for a brewer. Well, that's good. That's convenient. Anton Deck's takeaway was strange without an audience, but still very entertaining. Kel watches that. I'm not an Anton Deck watcher. I take the opportunity to use my computer when Anton Deck are on. But the kids and Kel watch it downstairs. It did seem odd with no people there, though. But, I mean, you're right. It was just as funny as it normally is, which is, I don't think it's unfunny. Let me put it that way. But, you know, it feels strange watching live shows that normally have an audience, not having an audience. Curly Fry says, not exciting at all, to be honest. Just takes us longer to get our job done and a higher chance of us getting in shit for trucks going out late. No, that's terrible. They should be executing live BJ on Anton Deck. Only kidding, of course. Executing live BJ. I mean, I don't know how to interpret that, Druidsmead. Are you suggesting that Anthony and Declan should be giving each other blowjobs on stage due to the quarantine? That seems odd. Or should they be executing one of the cast members live on stage? Because that also seems pretty bad. Both would be even worse. Using a blowjob as a method of execution, though, I mean, that would be incredible. Would they manage to get to the end before the feed was cut? I wonder. No, you didn't die yet, Bergendorf. It's all good. I just realised the initials of our PM might not translate well. Oh, I see. Boris Johnson. Certainly less welcome than a blowjob, I would say. Hello, Larrington. Welcome back to the stream again. Thanks for joining us. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Now you say Boris Johnson. The execution thing makes a lot more sense as well. I like it. Good. Carry on. Do it. I mean, don't do it. And certainly, if you choose to do it, don't say I told you to do it. That's not true. I was being a silly boy and making nonsense noises. That wasn't an actual call to assassinate the Prime Minister. Don't do it. Don't do it. But if you do, don't mention me. Okay? In fact, specifically say it's nothing to do with me. Mention me. Say, this really was my own decision. Nobody influenced me, especially not the streamer on Twitch called the Scoundrel _Scoundrel _M. Watch his channel, though. It might be interesting. You might enjoy it. I mean, your day-to-day life of investigating political murders must get pretty stressful. I think a Dwarf Fortress streamer could be just the tonic you need to lighten your mood. You'll feel much better about it, and maybe you'll go easier on this person who's killed the Prime Minister because he gave you a good tip for something to watch. Okay, we've gone a bit weird there, so let's try and read it back in. If you're going after a PM, can it be mine? I'm not going after any Prime Ministers. Let's just be very clear on that. I am not available for hire to kill anybody, no matter the amount of money. If I'm going to kill somebody, I'm going to do it for free. Anyway, let's have a little look at the Dwarf Fortress. Dusim Alothaz, the dwarven child, has created Okakakululing, an iron ring. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of a family ancestor. Ancestor, Ingiz Leadbronze. Let's take a little look at this item. What's it like? What does it do? It's called Carried Craze, and it looks a little bit like this. 374 grand. Yikes. This is an iron ring. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is studded with adamantine. This object menaces with spikes of cowbone. On the item is an image of Zon Wordcraft, the dwarf, and dwarves in turkey leather. Zon Wordcraft is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Zon Wordcraft to the position of King of the Waxy Channels in the early spring of 501. Rings. Rings don't really do it for me. I'm not a fan. Frankly, the dwarves can do what they want with that one. It's not really in my interest realm. Right, have we got any of these barracks set up yet? No, we're still waiting on bloody armour stands and weapon racks. And it doesn't look like we've got any bloody masons sitting in their workshops doing anything. Why? Why are you doing this to me, huh? Come on, Dwarf Fortress. Give me a break. You've started doing all the extraction for the adamantine. That's great. That's what we wanted to see. But masons. I've got masons who have no other jobs. They're not allowed to do anything else in the fortress. Yet, for some reason, they choose not to mace. Or do masonry, rather. Come on, anybody, get in there. This workshop's been set up for weapon stands and armour racks, and is anybody doing it? Well, apparently it's currently being done. But we'll see. We'll see. On the surface, we've got 3 barracks already set up. One for the Oily Boys, one that was for the Chasms of Gilding, and one for our third group, which were called... allow me to have a little peek in Dwarf Therapist to find out what it was called. Squad... the Carnal Gates, and they are currently in training, I believe. Maybe. They've got a few skills building up, so they're okay. Let's see if this is for the carnal gates. Now, that's for the oily boys. That's fine. What about this one? This one's for the carnal gates. That's good. So they are training. And then, of course, this one was for the Gilded Chasm, but now is for who? The Mountainous Routes. Now, only one person is in the Mountainous Routes right now, which is Curly Fries, who is a pretty good fighter with a... What have you got there? Hammer. Oh, yes, you're the guy with the doodah, with the thingamy, with the... What's name? Legendary Steel Warhammer. That's what you've got, isn't it? So what we'll do is... as the SWAT team appear... yeah, hopefully not. They'd never track you down with those underscores anyway. That's true. They'd Google my name and go, "Oh, I can't find him. Space scoundrel space M. He didn't do it. He's innocent." Arranging murders is probably against Twitch terms of service. Almost certainly. I wouldn't even bother checking that one. I'm guessing that it is. Can't we rename a dwarf to their name, then accidentally push them into a volcano? That's not a bad idea, actually. The idea of Boris Johnson disappearing into a volcano, clutching at his prime ministership like fucking Gollum, would, frankly, give me a stiffy. But I don't think we should. That's a little bit too real and raw. I mean, even if he is a tit, I feel like getting rid of a prime minister in the middle of a fucking plague is probably going to cause more trouble than it's worth. Even if it is a symbolic gesture. Where were we? That depends on if they thought someone would be dumb enough to actually do it, to be honest, because they might not have written it out. Oh, no, they've definitely put shit in there for that. I mean, I'm sure incitement to harm people is against the Twitch terms of service. If it isn't, that's a massive oversight. 4 lads were pulled over outside my house by the cops. More than two meeting is illegal. All 4 were arrested and the car was impounded. 11 p.m. last night, UK. Oh my goodness. We had some people having a little conversation in our street last night, but there was only 2 of them, so it's all right. It's all good. 2 is fine. Cranium Brood says, "No, let him fight the goblins. If he lives, he deserves an honourable death by getting fed into the first dragon we find." We're not finding any dragons in this world. If there are no fucking elves left, this world definitely's run out of dragons, right? The lockdown is indeed real. To be honest, it's not going to change my life much anyway. I never fucking go out anyway. I'm an indoorsman. That's what I do. I basically do this all day. And just, I'm streaming it now. It's good. If we go off that Twitch survey, they're not great at writing out their shit. That's true. Anyone who's wondering, in the Discord, I posted a screen cap of a survey from the Twitch RPG group, which I've signed up to. It's like a research thing. They send you questionnaires and whatnot. And the first question was asking me to do a 60-second video about why I like Twitch in French for some reason. And then one of the other questions didn't actually have a question, just had an asterisk, and then a list of possible responses that I had to guess what the question was about. So that was fun. Oh, asterisk reminds me of, what's his name? Mr. Underzo, the co-creator of Asterix, died, didn't he? Poor, well, I say poor, he got to 92. That's a fairly good age. I mean, he's got to be pleased with that, right? Well, obviously, he's not pleased with it. He's dead. But, you know, those around him probably like, well done. Congratulations. 92. Most good. Apparently, the other guy who created Asterix, he died in 1977 after having a heart attack right in the middle of a medical. He was doing a warm-up exercise in a medical and then popped his clogs. That's got to be a bad way to go, right? Not that there are many good ways. Where are we going? Those of us with cave adaptation are fine with this new world order. That's true, Druidsmead. We are. And thank you for promoting the Discord, Tidy. Much appreciated. Here in Sweden, they aren't locking down shit. Apparently, we're invincible. Oh, that's nice. Good to know. Glad. Very glad. You've got a lot of space in Sweden, though, haven't you, though? You could probably all just stand the right distance apart in like a nice little grid pattern across the country, and it would be all right, wouldn't it? Yeah, although having said that, I imagine that a lot of the space you've got is pretty cold and not much fun to just sort of stand in. It's nice to see, lovely scenery, beautiful, but probably not so much fun to sort of stand there going, but hey, maybe not. Did he pass the medical, though? Who was doing the medical? No, oh yeah, sorry, the guy who invented Asterix. I doubt it. I suppose, in a way, Maybe he did. Maybe they gave him an honourable pass as a sort of like a salute into the afterlife. Goodbye, good sir. Goodbye. That went a bit weird, didn't it? Don't do a salute like that, scoundrel. That gives people the wrong idea. Popped his clogs. Clogs were around in the 70s, weren't they? They were invented long ago. Called sabots. The old wooden shoes. The etymological root of the word saboteur, right? I think. Could be wrong. Mind says, well, here in Sweden, we have morons running the health department. You know what's, Mind? I don't think moronic politicians is very unusual worldwide. What's unusual is competent, good-hearted politicians. Because I feel like the kind of people who are going to be good for a country are unwilling to stoop to the kind of tactics that will get them elected and the kind of bullshittery that will get them votes. Whereas the people who are willing to stoop to that level and do what it takes to get elected are not competent. So, I mean, the very systems we have set up here in the democratic West are almost preventing the perfect execution of what we dream them to be. Anyway, where were we? Apparently, if we hit stage 3, our army is meant to be patrolling shit, says Curly Fries. Oh my goodness, that sounds worrying. 42 dead in Sweden, 16 recovered. Not great KDR. No, it's not. It's not a great kill-death ratio. New Zealand's PM is pretty good, isn't she? I don't know, I'm unfamiliar with the politics of New Zealand, unfortunately. Everything I know about New Zealand revolves around Peter Jackson and the New Zealand film industry, and like a very thin patina of knowledge about Maori culture, and that's about it. What was that band called? Alien Weaponry or something? There's like a band who sing in Maori, and they're fucking brilliant. Check them out. Someone will know it in chat. Alien Weaponry, I think, is the name of... It's either one of their songs or the band, but check them out. They're very good. The PM in Denmark, along with a very cooperative parliament, is awesome. Oh, well, that's nice to hear. I'm glad you've got a good... Is that your place? Is that where you're from, Cranium? But, you know, it's nice to hear that somewhere's got a good politics. Yeah, that's true. I mean, when people in a company... was going public with what they could do... could do seconds work from home for everybody, right? Oh, I see. So the Equality Minister basically said it's unfair that some people can work from home and others can't, so nobody can work from home? Is that what you're saying, Mind? That seems pretty papage, doesn't it? Madness, in fact. Madness. Cranium. Danish. Very nice. Hang on a minute. What was that phrase? There's a... Don't take this personally, but there's a scene that just for some reason embedded itself in my mind. There was a TV series called Kingdom Hospital, which I believe was Swedish, and there was a doctor in it who didn't like Danish people, and he went up on the roof and he shouted "Bloda Dansk" like that, and it's the one enduring thing about Denmark that sticks in my mind, even though technically it's not really about Denmark. That and the bacon industry. So there you go. Very exciting. I'm revealing my ignorance about the world. Hello, Two Cats Yelling. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Good to have you here. It's unfair that some will survive at home, so none must survive. Sack that expert. That's true. That's true. Can you really call them an expert, though, at that point, when they're giving that kind of advice? I don't think so. It seems a bit mad to call them an expert. Expert idiot, maybe. It was a Danish series. He was also shouting, Jævla Denmark. Oh, is that Jævla or Jævla? I don't know. I don't know how the Danish J works. I think that was a Danish series. I thought it was Swedish. That was quite good fun, that series. They made an American remake that I think had something to do with Stephen King, didn't it? It wasn't nearly as good, though. Didn't have that big, thin guy stretched out on the wall. Anyway, where were we? That was Ernst Hugo Jarengard in Riget. Betvinge dansklavne med svensk kärnkraft. Okay, I've probably said something horrible there. I've probably just sort of gone, oh, everybody should vote for Hitler or something. No, of course not. I don't think Plutonium Jesus would say that for a second. I apologise for insinuating you would say something so awful. He shouted bloody Danes before holding a long monologue about how plutonium would put the Danes on their knees and so on. I see. So it worked. Yes, he was a Swede working in Denmark. That makes sense. Okay. I used to live with a Swedish person. There you go. Fun fact. Fun fact. Don't anymore, though, obviously. Kel's not Swedish. You can tell from her accent. Where were we? We were looking at these military situations, weren't we? So we'd need to put some people into the mountainous routes for training, you understand. So I think the best bet here is to do a quick save, as one does in these times of trouble, and head over to Dwarf Therapist and start looking at who should go into the mountainous routes. We're sorted by squad already. Let's minimise the oily boys. Let's minimise the carnal gates because they're fully sorted. And we'll look at the mountainous routes and see what we've got. He's a hammer dwarf, so maybe we make everybody in there a hammer dwarf. So I'm going to say, Ingiz, you're going in. Oh, no, wait, you're a spear dwarf more than a hammer dwarf. I feel like you should be in a spear squad. Then again, we could just mix it up. Who's got the most kills in the fortress? Well, Raindog, the currently deeply depressed swords dwarf. We won't be putting him in any military squads right now. We'll see if he recovers. He probably won't, but we'll see if he does. Who else have we got? Hammer dwarves? No. Knife users? No. Lashers? No. Mace dwarves? Lots of mace dwarves. It's kind of annoying that so many dwarves are great with hammers and maces when we have so little silver to make their weapons out of. Pikemen, spear dwarves, and swords dwarves. You know what? Maybe we should look at roles and see if that has military dwarves in the listings. Does it? Nope, it doesn't. Is there a second set of roles? Why have I got 2 roles tabs open? Let's close one of those. Military alt? What does that mean? Oh, okay. Is this who would be good at it? Maybe? Is this like people's like suitability for doing a role? I mean, to be honest, it doesn't look great. All the people who would be good are already in the military, and everybody else is kind of 50% at best. Not Ingiz though, they're 61%. I tell you what, seeing as we're drafting everybody, it makes more sense to go to the labours screen and sort by people who are not going to be important. So we look at profession. We want to keep Druid's Mead as a scribe, we want to keep Zuglar as a scholar, and we want Domas as a Gelder? Not really, Domas. I'm afraid, Domas, you're our first person to get drafted. What are you currently doing? Penning and pasturing a large animal. I'm afraid you're being assigned to the mountainous routes. There we go. You're in. Committed. Who next? Who is going in next? Let's go past the children. They're not eligible for military service. How about peasants? What do you do? Have you got any other skills assigned other than your flagrant peasantry? You're a furnace operator. Forbidden profession. You're not going in. Likewise for this lad here, who is a suturer professionally, but also currently a furnace operator. So you're not going in. Who else have we got here? Fwifo? No, the mayor can't go in. That's no good. Raindog, currently in a deep funk. Probably best not to put them in. Although not currently mooding. They could be cheered up. What can we do to cheer up Raindog? Answers in chat, please. I'd be interested to hear. Zassit is our chief medical dwarf. That's unwise to put you in the military right now. This person is currently watching a butchery demonstration. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe you should go in the military. I think you're going to go in the military. Surely cutting up dwarves can't be that different from cutting up animals, right? Seems good. Into the mountainous routes. Commit. Okay, now we go down a bit further. Who have we got here? You're a pump operator. I don't think so. Any important skills activated? None. You're going in, Godin. You're going in. You're part of the mountainous routes. Ezum, what about you? What does your skill here say? It says siege operator. We're abandoning the siege thing. Siege weapons, not so good. You're going into the mountainous routes. Onget, what do you do? That's an anchor. You're apparently a siege engineer, level 16. Well, no need for that anymore. Off you go into the mountainous routes. Bosh. Let's commit that. Make sure we don't overfill. How many people in there now? 6. We need 4 more. So, what about Zolban here? What do you do, Zolban? You're an engineer. We might need you. Cadol, what do you do? The little icon says presser. Okay, now you're going to become an oppressor of those who oppose our fortress. Here we go, mountainous routes. Bosh, you're in. Commit. That'll be 7, so we need 3 more. What about this Zolban? I've had a look at Zolban. Ilral, what do? You're a shearer. I don't think that's of much use to us, so into the mountainous routes you go, giving us 8. Elof Heater. Woodburner. Afraid not. You're drafted. Here we go. Assigned to squad, mountainous routes. We've got 9 members now, I believe. Space for 1 more. Who can go in? Onget. What do? Onget? You're a potash maker. Not anymore, you're not. I'm afraid you are now part of the military. Bosh, the mountainous routes. You're in. You're good. You're golden. Fantastic. So, back over to the fortress. Let's click back. Click over here. Escape. Unpause. M for the military screen. Back out. M for the military screen, just to make sure we've got them in. And there we go. The mountainous routes. Fantastic. Why is slot 10 available? Oh, for fuck's sake. Who didn't get put in? Let me do a commit just to make sure we haven't missed anybody. We had missed somebody. Okay, back to M. You're in. Good. Okay, let's do a quick save, and then I'm going to go and start thinking about what kind of uniform to give them. I'm thinking we'll make it a metal uniform, but we'll specify steel, because we do have a lot of steel about, and it makes sense to get everybody in their steel, right? Get everybody into steel armour while we can. While it's an option. While it's an option. Oh, Butternut Squash, hello, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Two Cats Yelling said, how goes DF quite some time ago? So. We've decided to make this the end of days, and we're training everybody up for a total war footing to attack the clowns in the circus. Or, spoilers, the demons of hell. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Steel is good for blunt weapons as well, is it? Is it as good as silver, though? I think silver's a bit better, right? Draven says, my partner is Swedish. Oh, well, there you go. Very, I was going to say small world, but it's probably not the same person I lived with. At a guess. That would be a very small world indeed. Copper is only a shade worse than silver for blunts. Oh, honestly, if you're smoking a blunt made out of copper, that's not going to do you any good. Buttermont Squash, you did not miss the circus assault. Not yet. We're quite far off, as Plutonium Jesus has informed you. Cocaine would cheer him up. I think cocaine universally cheers most people up. Maybe apart from people whose job it is to stop people taking cocaine. Probably doesn't cheer them up. Also, the parents of people who die of cocaine overdoses probably upsets them as well. There's probably a few people who get upset by cocaine. Probably. Could siege weapons be good with the clowns? Maybe, but for now we'll get everybody, skilled up. Maybe we'll make a special clown tunnel that they have to come down, but we'll see. We'll see. Nice. I hope the attack begins right when I have to leave. I don't think we're going to actually be performing the attack today because it's 4 o'clock and my dinner's probably going to be ready about 5. Definitely smell something cooking. So we'll probably be stopping, if not then, before then. So we'll see what happens. There might be another stream afterwards, we'll see. But I'm kind of on a promise for some multiplayer with Chunky Nut. So maybe I might play Sea of Thieves with him, or I might stream something. We might play Barrow Trauma, which would probably end up being a possible streamer as well. But we'll see, no promises. God knows, says Druid's Mead. Not entirely sure what that's in response to. Curly Fry says, good. I will hit train the recruits well. Good, yes, you'll be in charge. Very good. And Bergendurst says, it's pretty comparable. I'm guessing that's to do with steel and silver, right? So maybe we will make silver or steel weapons. Maybe that makes sense. Tidy says, I still have no idea what the fuck is going on in Barotrauma. Don't worry, you aren't alone. I too have no fucking clue. Did I just save? Have the traders left? Okay, we don't need the trader in the depot anymore. Let's get rid of that. And we'll wait for the traders to fuck off, then we can close the gates, right? That makes sense. Makes good sense. What's this little thing down here? A dead shrub. Fair enough. Okay, so how are these barracks still aren't doing anything, are they? I could already set it up to be a barracks though from the bed, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on this bed here, I'm going to make it a bedroom, we're going to flood fill, like that, press enter, we're going to make it a barracks by pressing B, and we're going to assign it to the light volcanoes, who are going to be our elite squad. Elite, led by Fuzzy Logic at the moment. They're going to train here and they're going to sleep here. Maybe I should stop them from sleeping in there. Maybe that will cheer them all up. I don't think it'll matter. Q squad equipment. Let's do it that way. Great. Also, I'm going to go into the military screen. We're going to look at the light volcanoes and we're going to assign them their uniform. N. Is it U? U. No. Okay. M. Down to the light volcanoes. E for equipment. There we go. And then, how do we assign the uniforms? It's capital U. U. Assign a uniform. And we want the light volcanoes to use the adamantine uniform. Bosh. There we go. Excellent stuff. Now, I also want to go to the uniform... Oh, God. Fuck's sake. M. Carnal Gates. N for uniforms. Bang. We're going to go to the metal armor uniform. And we're going to get rid of... What the fuck is this? Oh, okay, this is the actual thing. Okay, so metal armor, metal headwear, metal legwear, metal handwear, metal footwear, metal shields and bucklers. Right, we're going to take off metal shields and bucklers. Don't want those. And all of this, I'm going to specify a material, and it's going to be steel. It's going to be steel. So, steel armor. Do I need to add anything to this? Or are we good? Can we just leave it with armour, headwear, legwear, etc.? Or should I... Not bismuth bronze. What is this? Like in Bronze Town. Should I make it specifically breastplates and shirts? I think I probably should, shouldn't I? It's a bit too generic, isn't it? Armour. Let's have a look at capital A. Armour. We want breastplates. Ah, shit. We may as well also add chain, male shirts. There we go. Let's remove steel armour. Headwear, we don't want that. Let's press H and we'll go for helms. There we go. Remove steel headwear. How about legwear? I'm going to go with capital L. Yes, that's right. We want greaves and... Is it boots? Are boots in here? Do they count as legwear? Don't think they do. Okay. Let's get rid of the steel legwear. Let's go to steel handwear and change that to gauntlets. Shift G for gloves. Oh, I'm on fire. I'm doing really well. Gauntlets. There we go. Let's remove steel handwear and steel footwear. We want high boots. So that'll be capital B for boots. High boots. There we go. And we'll take away steel footwear. Bosh. And then we'll send materials. And we will go for steel... Steel, 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 steel. So now all the metal armour in the fortress now should end up being steel. I'm just going to check the adamantine list. Mail shirts, breastplates, cloaks, helms, greaves, gauntlets, high boots and shields. Okay, so we'll add copper shield to the metal armour. So that's capital S. Capital S. Lovely. Shields. And then we'll say capital M. Go down to the shield and say copper. Copper, 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 copper. Okay, we want to go page up instead of page down. Right? Question mark. Copper. There we go. Lovely. Excuse me. The Rassel armour was just steel helms with shields and bucklers. We'll leave that for now. Leather armour. I don't think we should have anybody in leather armour, right? We'll leave that. We'll leave that. We'll put cloaks in the metal armour as well. What do we do that? Is it over clothing? No, no. Okay, R is put it over your clothing. Where is it? Helm, gloves, boot, shield, weapon, name, uniform, material, colour, exact matches, weapon, supplies. Surely... Does it count as armour? Let's have a look. Armour. Ah, there we go. Cloaks. There we go. Add a cloak, and we shall make it a silk cloak. Lovely. Good stuff. So, everyone gets steel armour, everyone gets silk cloaks, everyone gets copper shields. Yes? Yes. Good. Now we don't need to do any other fucking around other than to assign people weapons, which is good. Very, very good. So, let's take a look at the stocks again. Hopefully, our silver bars situation will have gone up. Nope. Our adamantine wafers have gone up though. 250. Oh my goodness. 632 copper bars. Holy shit. Iron bars, gold bars, whatever. Steel bars. We don't actually have enough steel bars to give everybody a full suit of... fuck off, Mountain Homeboy. Go away! Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, whatever. I asked you for silver before and you never brought any, so I don't know why I'm going to bother asking you for anything else, you useless prick. Okay, is that good? Please leave. Go away! Good. Okay, down to the workshops. Now we need to start thinking about making our steel armour. Now this workshop here is our weapon workshop and this one here is our armour workshop. So let's add a new task. I'm going to say armour. I'm going to say steel. I'm going to say steel breastplate. And I'm going to put an order in, yes please, to keep it at 5 to 10. We've got 13 at the moment. Now, once they've gone into people's inventory, do they count for the order to start up again? I think that's how it works, isn't it? Okay, add a new task. So breastplate, male shirt, Alt W, keep it in. Yes, I would like that. 5 to 10, that's good. Add, what else do we want? Not leggings, but we do want greaves. Alt W, yes please. Bosh, good. Let's add a helm, yes please. Alt W, yes, there we go. Fantastic. Then we go add a new task. I would like gauntlets. Alt W, yes, keep 5 to 10 in stock, good. Add a new task, high boots, sure. Alt W, yep, there we go. Fantastic. So breastplate, mail shirt, greaves, helm, gauntlet, high boots. That's all the steel armour. So if we start them getting that churned out, that should be good. And then in terms of weapons, I feel like I want to start adding a new task, and we're going to say that's a smeltery. Oh shit, did I just... No, it's fine. It's fine. Add a new task. Weapons and ammunition. We want to make steel weapons. Sure. Let's get them making... you know what, we'll leave it for now. We'll leave the weapons for now. We'll make them to order for each person. Kind of makes more sense. Let's just get everybody kitted out in steel armour. Now, go back to the military screen. The oily boys are our wrestlers. Let's just check how good they are at wrestling. Let's just have a quick look at Dwarf Therapist and check the oily boys out. Military screen. The light volcanoes, mountainous routes, carnal gates, oily boys. How good are you at wrestling? You're not that fucking good, to be honest. Will steel armour hamper their wrestling? You know what? I don't think I care. I might just give them all the gear they need, right? Kind of makes sense. Let's do it. Let's just give them the proper armour. So, oily boys, equip. Assign uniform, you, and we want them wearing metal armour. Lovely. Is that good? That's good. The carnal gates, metal armour. Lovely. Mountainous routes, metal armour. And the light volcanoes, oh no sir, adamantine for you. Mwah, our legendary lads. Good, so everybody's getting adamantine armour. Presumably that will result in more being created, or at least more steel armour being created. Quick save, and let's head over to the fortress, because unfortunately I left you on Dwarf Therapist, which is not good. Not good at all. Oh, we've got a new name in chat. Let's catch up. All bronzes are denser than steel. Oh, okay. Copper crossbow's the way to go. Okay, there's been a bit of discussion about whether steel and copper are any good. Well, we're going to try and get the steel. We're going to try and get the steel. Let's see what we can do. Or we can try and get the silver, actually. That's probably more important. Oh, we need to add copper shields, don't we? I need to order up some shields. Does an armour smith or a weaponsmith make shields? I wonder. Cranium Brood says, can I have a silk cloak? It seems like something the second best fish cleaner would have. Not the best one, though. He's an arse. I can see what I can do about giving you a cloak. I will do my best. I will do my best, Cranium. I don't think can you assign specific items to specific dwarves who aren't in militaries, though, I wonder? We'll see. Better to replace clothing. They may have caps that will clash with helms. Okay. Dorgo Dorato, hello, welcome to the stream. How long till the Steam release? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. It can't be... It's not going to be decades away, put it that way, but it might not be as quick as we'd like. Mess, says Druid's Mead, that version will not have Lazy Noob Pack and Dwarf Therapist, although I think I may well buy it just to give them some extra money, even if I do play the old version. We'll see. Switch the Oily Boys to weapons. They have good discipline and stats now. Okay, maybe we should. Maybe we'll give them weapons instead of just having them be wrestlers. But it'll be good, we'll see. Pine Martin III says hello, and hello to you too, Pine Martin III. Or is that right? Pine Martin III? I'm guessing that. It could be Pin E Martin 3RD, or 3 Road, but I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's Pine Martin III. Whatever. Armour Smith is for shields, says Plutonium Jesus. Okay, and shields made armour smith or carpenter. That's true, we could have wooden shields. They aren't any different from a copper one, except for bashing, so we'll keep the copper ones. Let's add armour, copper, shield. There we go. Alt R. That's not what I wanted. Shit, what have I done? Oh no. What does Alt R do? Okay, it brings up a weird screen. It's Alt W that I wanted. There we go. And then we will keep 5 to 10 in stock. Lovely. We've got lots of people look, Cranium Brood, there you are, look, sitting around in the workshop pile, in the melty pile. Very nice. Let's check those stocks again. Let's check the stocks again and see if those weapons are all being put to good use for melting. It's not looking too bad, actually. Don't want to melt that. Don't want to melt those. Iron short swords. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, before looking at the stocks, we're going to go to the military screen. We're going to go to the Oily Boys, and we're going to give them all axes. We're going to give them all axes. Steel cloak. Oh, look at this. They've got what they can. Does the green icon mean they've got it? Oh. Okay. Okay, they don't have everything. They've got helms, but that's all cool. So, can I give everybody the same weapon? W. Where are we? Axes? Not foreign great axes. You want regular battle axes. Battle axes. Battle axes. There we go. And I want to specify that they are made of steel. Is that how it works? Steel battle axe. Bosh. And then do we just eschew everybody? Do we just make this as streamlined thing as possible and give everybody steel battle axes and get them to train with battle axes? Is that a way to do this? How are the magma forges? Well, Dorgo Dorato, very good. They're fantastic. They get me up and going much quicker than having to fuck around with coal, for sure. For sure. Tidy says art whip's good. Apparently, silver whips are absolutely fantastic because they're very dense with a very small, contact area, so they bash shit to pieces. Oh, hello! I've got 2 notifications on YouTube. Oh, Cranium Brood subscribed 56 minutes ago, and Mech4 a week ago. Thank you very much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. I didn't notice that. Let's have a look. Are you planning to assault the circus today, or are you just getting ready? The chances of actually assaulting the circus today are slim. I keep getting distracted with all this blah, 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 blah. And my dinner's probably going to be ready about 5 o'clock UK time. So I don't know if we'll get it started this evening, but we are preparing. Well, the plan at the moment is get lots of military squads drafted, give them all steel armour and steel weapons, and then take a bit of time to train them up, and then take the best of the best put them in the squad called the Light Volcanoes with a full set of... What the fuck? A full set of adamantine armour. Adamantine armour, sorry. And then it should be good, right? We'll open up the gates and see what we can do. Maybe we'll faff around with a little bit of ballista work to the opening, make some kind of kill corridor. Maybe we'll have some traps to soften them up. But we'll see. We'll see. At the moment, it's getting everybody on a war footing and making the fortress ready for battle of all kinds. Hopefully some goblins will turn up and we'll be able to test some of our lads on them. We shall see. They are like monofilaments. Dismember through steel, no trouble. Ooh, Druid's Mead. Monofilaments. They're a weapon in the old 40k universe, aren't they? I remember reading a Warhammer 40,000 book about an assassin who was following an inquisitor around, and they had a monofilament whip that was pretty powerful. I remember the book not being the best, but it was interesting. Copper whips are better, says Bergendorf. Oh, we've got an ecumenical issue going on here. A little bit of theology clashing. Exciting stuff. We have got a couple of silver whips, but I was intending to melt them down to make warhammers. We shall see. Train one of the scrubs. Suppose we could have like a whip squad. Whip smart. Whip cracker. Twitch is lagging severely right now for some odd reason. Interesting. I don't seem to have dropped any frames, but we'll see how it goes. I've dropped 460 frames over the course of the entire stream, and we've been going for 2 hours and 56 minutes, so maybe they were dropped in the last few seconds? What's in the circus? I've only heard it mentioned as a meme. I mean, if you don't want spoilers, now's the time to back out of that, but if you do want spoilers, we'll just tell you. We'll just tell you. It's not a problem. The world is at home. The internet is taking a hammering, I guess. Probably. There's probably some reason why it would. Only Twitch that's lagging. Twitch often lags of its own accord, though. I mean, they don't have the greatest infrastructure set up, it has to be said. They, compared to other video streaming services, they're a little bit papage in many ways. But we'll see how it works. Who's in the Light Volcanoes at the moment? Well, Curly Fries, it's funny you should ask. It's literally just Fuzzy Logic. He's our legendary... What does he do again? Let me have a quick look at what his weapon of choice is. He's a level 20 axe dwarf. And he's got an adamantine axe with adamantine armour. I believe. Let's take a look. Do you believe in adamantine armour? Oh, he doesn't have a weapon. And he also doesn't seem to have most of this crap as well. That's interesting. Why you no have, Fuzzy? Why you no have? You've got a silk cloak and a copper shield. And other than that, he appears to be buck naked. Let's change to make him replace his clothing. And do I want exact matches? I thought I did. But let's go with partial matches for now and see how it works. We've definitely got full suits of adamantine armour. It's definitely out there. It's definitely available. We'll see how it works. Do tell, says Dorgo Dorato. Well, there you go. The circus is a euphemism for hell. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Anyone not interested in spoilers, now is the time to fuck off, because otherwise you're going to have your horrible little world spoiled thoroughly. You see this blue stuff? This is adamantine. It's a lovely material, very good for making armour and bladed weapons. As we go further down, you will see that this area here appears to be somewhat hollow. Oh, what could be inside the adamantine? Or candy, as it's known in the spoilers. If we go down, you'll notice that it's opened up to the circus, in which there are clowns. What's this? A scorching ghost. What's a scorching ghost, you ask? Well, let's have a look. A towering spider composed of flame. It has a pair of fan-like antennae, and it appears to be emaciated. Beware its poisonous bite. So yeah, it's full of demons. The demons of hell, as we have been taught about in heavy metal album covers. Let's have a little look over here. What we've got here? These are fiends of snow. Oh, come from the land of fire and lava, which is why I'm made out of snow. Fiend of snow, can I look at you? Said, here we go. A huge blob composed of snow. It has an enormous shell and it has a bloated body. So yeah, there's a variety of different demons randomly generated. Hail RNGesus, and yeah, they're pretty tough. So hence the whole fortress going on a war footing with an attempt to attack. It's good. It's going to be good. Bergendurst says, I would keep the whips. Maybe don't melt the whips, you cannot craft them. Okay, let's go into the squad stocks and see if we can do that. Where are they? Unforbid this bullshit. What are you doing here? I don't need bolts. Let's melt them all. We're not going to use any ranged weapons. It's just not happening. No, don't melt them. Just unforbid them. For fuck's sake. There we go. Is that... Oh, I'm on the ammunition one, not weapons. That makes sense. Here we go. Weapons. Iron whips melt. Silver whips don't melt. Okay. So we want to give 2 of our lads silver whips. Maybe we'll give them to some oily boys? No, we'll do that in a second. Steel warhammer, adamantine warhammer. Oh, it got made in the end. That's nice. Adamantine is one of the worst materials for making warhammers and maces out of, because it's very light. Very whiffly. Certain bandwidth providers are throttling due to increased daytime demand. God, I hope mine doesn't throttle. I pay a lot for my internet. Akami, for example, which I gather provides downloads for Xboxes. But the Xbox Live servers are fucking slow anyway. When you get the Xbox Anywhere thing, if you sign up to the Xbox Live Games on Demand thing, the service is quite good, but the downloads are painfully slow, unbelievably slow. Wouldn't Raindog, I believe his name, suit the criteria? Yes, he would, but unfortunately he suffers from extreme crippling depression. And do we really want him losing his mind in the middle of a training session and hacking his fellow soldiers to pieces? Maybe? Maybe not. We'll have to see. The spider does look terrifying, you're correct. Yep, that's arrived. We can have a hammerer now tidy, but I think we're just gonna forget about Dwarven Justice. It doesn't make sense. Let's tab this so we actually see the full description of things. Fuck off, what's going on? There we go. For crying out loud, weapons. There we go. Training axes, don't want those. Can't melt them though. Why is all this stuff purple? Did we not... Hello? Have they been dumped? Okay. So if I double D them... some of them aren't available. Someone did explain what all of the stuff means, didn't they? But... Sorry, I'm getting a little bit whistly there. Not ideal. I know some people hate whistling. I myself am a chronic whistler. Can't help myself. Iron maces. None of this shit's getting melted, which worries me. Pillow fight justice. That's right. Purple is forbidden. But they're not forbidden though, are they? Look. Do, 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 do. Let's look at enhanced mode. And we'll do it by... can we look in categories here? Do, 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 do. We could do a search, but that doesn't help us with weapons, does it? Toggle grouping. Deer hair thread. When did we get that? Ammo bins. Okay, armor bins. Cave spider silk webs. Threads. I'm not entirely sure how that works, to be honest. Let's see if I can assign the oily boys to use those silver whips. Let's give it a go. So, equipment. They're all currently equipped with steel battle axes, right? No, they're not. Bergendorf, how would you like to use a steel whip? Let's give it a go. Sorry, a silver whip. Let's have a go. Capital W, weapon, specific weapon, and then if we scroll down the list, we should find a silver whip somewhere available. Sorry, I'm off in my own little reverie. I apologise. I apologise wholeheartedly. Come on, find me another silver whip. Whip cracker. There we go, there's a silver whip. Bang, lovely. 2 people with silver whips. Let's give Erith. What do you do? What do you do? You know what? I'm going to give you whatever comes up. Steel battle axe. Bang, you're in. What about Ezum? You're getting a specific weapon. You're having another steel battle axe. Bosh. Fath, you're getting a steel battle axe. Specific weapon. Bosh, there we go. Tekud, I think you're going to have, funnily enough, a steel battle axe. Bosh. Oh, there's nobody in that slot. We should put someone in the oily boys, shouldn't we? What's going on here? Okay, they're all doing good. They're all doing good. Let's... Oh, crap. Oily boys. Slot 8. There we go. Enter. Enter. Who are we putting in there? Claycree can't go in there. Let's go down to pick a random. Rovod the miner. No. Tholtig the farmer. You're going in. Good. Okay. Equipment. There we go. Sorry, getting a bit carried away with the music again. Got to stop myself. Curly Fries said you could build a barrack next to one of the entrances to the circus for only Raindog, and when he goes mad, drop a bridge or something to them and let him go rampant down there. Yes, I could do that, but that would mean opening up hell prematurely, and I'd rather keep that closed for now. Purple is forbidden or designated for dump, melt, or part of a construction. Shit. No, none of the weapons should be in a construction though, should they? I think a homicidal version of a strange mood is a fell mood, Dorgo. I think so. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Someone in chat's probably already answered that. Probably just called a psychotic break. Yes, fell moods. Plutonium Jesus agreeing with me, so I'll assume that's correct. Artifact toy axe made from toddler bones. Nice. That's something you want. Something you can hand down to your grandchildren and make them go, "What? Is this made of kiddie bones?" And you go, "Yes it is, so behave." When a dwarf starts staring at your skull as if he's wondering how much wine it could hold. Start with No Moria and work your way up. I've never played No Moria, to be honest. It's interesting. I would say start with Rimworld. Start with Rimworld and work up to Dwarf Fortress, because Rimworld at least has a better interface, but does sort of things in a similar way. But once you get to the point where you've got a stable fortress with food, you're kind of safe. See, one of the problems with Dwarf Fortress is where it's got no real sort of end game. You get to a point, you're like, what do I do now? Does anyone remember the old game called Towns? I'm not familiar with it, no. Excuse my hiccuping there. Start with Aurora 4 and then work your way down to Dwarf Fortress. Aurora? Oh, a 4X game. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. 4X games do have a certain something similar to Dwarf Fortress, but they're not identical, right? Not identical. Right, let's have a look at the mountainous routes. How's their equipment going? You've all got your gear, yeah? That's the oily boys. I'm at the mountainous routes. There we go. Everything except a silk cloak for you. Okay, these guys are doing okay. Apparently this guy wants just metal armour. I don't know why. That's a signer uniform. Metal armour, bang. Do I need to reassign all of these or what? PRI/assignments. What does that do? Huh. Is this backpacks, battle axe, steel helm? Is this what they've actually got on them? This is getting very confusing already. View customize. That's where we were before. Oh my god. I feel like I need to have a little watch of a video or something to explain how this works. I've got a basic idea. Actually, now Fuzzy Logic has all of his gear. So if I press capital P and go down to the light volcanoes, sheep leather backpack, steel greaves, steel right gauntlets, steel... Ah, I see, that's why he's not using the adamantine, because he's still got all the steel on. Can we get rid of it? If I press enter, will he take it off? What? Place squad in list. Question mark? Very confusing. Very confusing. Not entirely sure what's happening there. Towns was super abandoned. Was fun before then. Oh, right. Another guy I follow built a fortress, a 3D Triforce. Oh my goodness. I mean, surely there's areas of non-contact. Oh no, the tops of the triangles do connect. I remember watching Sips from Yogscast play it. Sips, when did... what, Dwarf Fortress or Aurora? Remind me, I do watch Sips every now and again, but he's been really into... what's he been playing lately? Fucking Tarkov, which doesn't really appeal to me. I mean, maybe it'll be good. I've not tried it, but yeah. I do love a bit of Sips, though. Good old Sips. Aurora 4 makes Dwarf Fortress look like the ping pong of indie strategy games. Oh, okay. Ingnomia is the game made from the release source code of Nomoria. Oh, okay. Interesting. If you've got links to these, if they're open source and free to use, I'm interested to see them in the Discord. RNG Strategist. Oh, I've seen him playing Dwarf Fortress every now and again. I believe we've raided him once or twice, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Sips played Towns. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Back towards some of his duo Minecraft with Shin. Man, that is a long time ago. Fucking hell. That's got, what, like 5 or 6, maybe more years. Ingnomia is on Steam as it's on release. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I have to check that out. Anyway, good old... Let's have a look at Sips. Let's see what Sips is actually playing. I bet he's playing Tarkov, if he's playing at all. Let's have a look. Legend of Keepers. Sorry, not playing Tarkov at all. Different game. Surprise. Surprise. Got the Foley Ship of the Ring on the Yogscast channel. Obviously all isolated from the office. Oh shit, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more Angori Tom videos for a while. He didn't have everything set up, did he? Oh, fucking hell. I hope we get a Chilluminati tomorrow. That would ruin my week if there's no... Well, obviously not tomorrow, on Friday. That would be a problem. Right, anyway, where were we? We were playing Dwarf Fortress, weren't we? We were getting distracted talking about Yogscast people. Let's have a little look-see at what's going on. I was trying to get my military set up, but I feel like the first thing we need to do is actually get the barracks set up for them. So let's see if this one's been set up. I turned it into a barracks, and I assigned it to whom? The Light Volcanoes. Okay, so that's where Fuzzy trains, which is fine. Maybe I can get him to change his armour by alerting all of the groups, A, B, C, D, and saying to move down to this weird empty room that I never figured out what to do with once we stopped using it as a dining hall. And then if they all come down there, surely they should equip the correct armour? Is that how it works? Is that what they do? Is that the way shit be? I really need to look more into military affairs in Dwarf Fortress, because if we're going to make a proper go of assaulting hell, I feel like my normal level of ability is inadequate. I need to pay more attention. Let's have a little look and see if they've started making all those weapon racks yet. Nope, still nobody gives a shit about working in this mason's workshop. Why is that still... it says, yes, we're making armour stands, but they're not actually getting made. Or are they? Oh, they have actually put... Oh, okay, they're all going straight down here as soon as they're made. That makes sense. I did ask them to build them down here, so that makes a lot of sense. Right, all of our current military are appearing in this room, having a little parade, showing us how cool they are. Ideally, they'll go and get the correct armour, but we'll see. We'll see. Because Fuzzy Logic was wearing a full suit of steel, which in days gone by would have been fine. But, I mean, now, what I really want is for them all to be wearing, or him to be wearing adamantine. Because, frankly, our top squad needs top-tier gear. What a phrase. Top-tier gear. Lovely. Are they all in there yet? It doesn't look like it. They're taking their sweet time getting there, aren't they? We should be seeing about 22 people, or 32 people, 31 people. Drafting will force them to get equipment. 8 years ago. Wow. That's a long time ago. Press ME and look for the green ticks to see what they've got so far. Okay. Pine Martin, we currently have a fortress that is 12 years old, and the population stands at 173 adults, 24 children, and 0 vulnerable babies. So we're doing fairly well. We've got a fairly substantial population. It's good. It's very good. I'm not gonna lie, honestly, haven't watched a Silkscast video since Shin left. Oh man, to be honest, I was never a big Shin guy. He's all right. I never tuned out because he was in stuff, but I enjoyed the Chilluminati mainly for the old Tom, Barry, Simon dynamic, and I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it a lot. I mean, if I was gonna make a tier system of them, I would say my S rank Yogs would be those three. Anything therein, I'll give a look at. Good fun stuff. Good fun stuff. If the fort were a dwarf, it'd be in adulthood right now. Really? Do dwarves reach adulthood at 12 years old? That seems a little young. Doesn't seem ideal. Mine has hit Alzheimer's, FPS death, need to kill 150 chicks. Well, you do. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure you do. I can't say I've watched an episode of the Chilluminati. Fridays 5 PM, I think, is the nominal start time, but they're always late. I often host it, so if you are following me, you might be able to see it hosted on my channel, but it's usually on the Yogs Live channel. I'm usually in chat. If not actively chatting, I am watching. So, you know, maybe we could be watch buddies. We could sit and chat together, all holding our hands and going, yay, when they make the jokes and the memes that we love. Buy my fucking bread, all that kind of stuff. Put them in cages, they don't pathfind. That comes up a lot. Bergendurf and Plutonium Jesus both often drop the put pathy animals in cages. 4, 5 AM, that's a good point. They don't get a huge number of Australians watching, and every time someone from Australia drops a dono, they're always like, I'm from Australia, I finally get to watch one of your streams. But now you're quarantined, you can stay up. It'll be great, it'll be fantastic. Kill them when they're grown. I thought the small zone they are pastured in would cure it. Apparently not. I reckon pasteurising your chickens and hens would probably help towards the frame rate, because boiling them alive is probably going to kill them and stop them pathing anywhere, right? Right, is that the extent of the military? That's a bit disappointing. It doesn't look like a load of wars. Let's see if the light volcanoes have now acquired the correct materials. Let's have a look. Fuzzy. Press capital P. Steel, giant arm leather, steel helm, left gauntlet. That's no good. That's no good at all. Okay, light volcanoes. Go back. Military equipment. How do we get him to take off his steel and put his adamantine stuff on? Because it says it's ticked. The green thing is a tick, right? To make sure, to indicate that he's got the stuff. But is he wearing it? Is he wearing it? He's replacing his clothing, right? Over clothing, replace clothing. Partial matches. Exact matches. What's going on here? Oh, of course, you are still working. You've just mentioned that to us, haven't you? How embarrassing of me to have completely forgotten that already. Only potentially an hour ago. So sad. You're looking at the wrong squad. Am I? No, I'm looking at the light volcanoes. Light volcanoes. Bosh. Fuzzy Logic. Adamantine mail shirt breastplates. They're the only ones who've been told to get adamantine. And if I press Shift P... Oh, for fuck's sake. Leather backpack, steel greaves, steel right gauntlet. No, he's still wearing steel, unfortunately. You were correct, but so was I, somehow. Which is annoying. Can we remove this shit by pressing enter? No. I do, however, I typically sit in a tiny box high in a crane, so I'm pretty sure I'm fine. Yeah, unless somebody manages to cough all the way up to the top of the crane. With like a little bit of flob going whee, all the way up. I doubt you're going to get infected up there. Or maybe not. Maybe someone else will be in there licking all the knobs on your controllers. Like, here's the arm controller. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, they would be a bit of an arsehole to do it, but maybe. Are you on exact matches? No, I think I turned that off because somebody said to do that. I am. Exact matches. Do I change that to partial matches then? Oh, fucking oily boys. Stop it. Oh, exact matches now. Oh, okay. So now we do that. And then we go into here, say A, B, C, D, cancel the orders, let them all get back to their day-to-day, and then we reinstate and they'll go and get the right armour? Is that how it works? Most humans are arseholes, so I bet someone would do that. Maybe. I find most humans are arseholes until you meet them and talk to them, and then they seem all right, in person kind of thing. Occasionally you meet people who are real, like, bone-deep arseholes, and you know it when you talk to them. But generally speaking, I find that even people I was apprehensive, let's say, about meeting tend to be all right. What's this? Llama wool robe, alpaca wool robe, goat leather coat, copper shield, pigtail tunic, llama wool coat, and a pigtail robe. Someone's just ripped off their clothes. Hopefully that'll be Fuzzy Logic getting himself prepared for a full suit of the blue stuff. That'd be nice. Okay, so you are quite safe. You've got your own little virus-proof booth. Maybe you'll get to live a version of that Australian film where the comet turns everyone to dust. What's it called? I remember watching that when I was a kid. You'll come down from your crane and everybody else sort of died of the plague, and you'll be wandering through the streets of Australia, like trying to find yourself a post-apocalyptic lifestyle to eke out. I don't wish that upon you, just to be clear. That's not something I'm hoping will happen. I'm just hypothesising as to what might happen. Weirdly. Very weirdly. Okay, right, now let's try setting up the people again. I'm going to say S, A, B, C, D. Everybody move to this empty, not defunct, but pre-funct barracks. Because it hasn't been activated yet. It's not defunct, it's pre-funct. Is that even a word? Prefunct? They've got perfunctory, but I don't think they mean the same thing, do they? I feel like they probably mean very different things. Come on. Everybody get in there, show us your outfit. What are you up to? What are you up to? What's all this clothing dropped in the floor as well? Why are we getting so much of this crap lying on the floor? It's all forbidden, that's why. Okay, D, B, C. Reclaim items. If I do a big old swoop across this floor, we should end up with everything being reclaimed. There we go. That should deal it. That should do it. There we go. Good, and then somebody can pick up that little piece of armour and drop it off. Right, we're starting to see people arriving. Let's see if Fuzzy has provided the right gear. Leather backpack, copper flask, cave spider silk cloak, copper shield. Okay, well he's not wearing the steel armour anymore, but he's also not wearing his adamantine. Although, what's this? Is this somebody carrying the adamantine? It's cog, armour bin, smooth stone floor, llama wool robe. We did make full suits of adamantine for both him and Raindog, but I don't think they've got them yet. Let's give him a second. Let's go back into the military screen and see if that's made a difference. E, P, light volcanoes. No. Let's see where he is. Fuzzy, where are you, Fuzzy? Let's do a search. Q, F, U, Z, Z. Fuzzy Logic. There we go. And we'll press Z to zoom. In his little bedroom. What are you doing down there, Fuzzy? You having a snooze? Having a sleep? He's having a sleep. He's having a sleep. Oh, hello. All curly fries. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you very much. 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness. 500 bits. That's $5 US. Oh, Much appreciated. I promise to spend it on games and or possibly drugs. But, you know, probably games. Probably games. Thank you very much. Much indeed. Very nice of you. Prefunct. Adjective. Out of date before it's even begun. Scoundrel 2020. There we go. I've coined a word. A neologism. Very nice. Cranium says, don't blame me. I make exactly what I'm told. That you throw away my adamantine armour creations is not my fault. I am most definitely not melting them down and creating floodgates. Nope, not doing that whatsoever. Curly Fries votes for the drugs. Well, you may vote for the drugs, but unfortunately it's not a democratic system. And, frankly, even if I was spending it on drugs, I would only ever say it ironically on the stream, because saying anything otherwise is both against term of service and probably illegal incrimination. So, yeah, no, definitely not spending it on drugs. Maybe paracetamol. Or ibuprofen, which is not pronounced that way, but I like to say it that way. Ibuprofen, or any number of painkillers. But not that, you know what I absolutely hate? Codeine. Other people swear by codeine and say it's a great painkiller. I've used it like once when I had a toothache, and it was fucking awful. It made me like, ugh. I'd rather have a hurting tooth than that kind of mental fug. Mental fug. Tea is a drug. I suppose that is true. That is true. Caffeine is a drug. So I could spend it on tea and coffee. Also alcohol. Alcohol's a drug. Unless you subscribe to the no, alcohol is a drink school of thought, which is obviously wrong. Oh, hang on. Fuzzy's fucked off out of his bedroom. Let's see if he's donned the armour we wanted. E and P for partial matches. Going on to Light Volcano. No, he hasn't put on a single piece of adamantine. He's quite happy with his leather backpack and his flask, though, and his copper shield and his cloak. So that's good. Where is old Fuzzo? Let's find Fuzzy again. Q, F, U, Z. That's F. That's X. It's fuzz, not fucks. Thank you very much. Although I am sure Fuzzy fucks. Let's follow him and see where he's off to. Yeah, it looks like he's actually heading to the meeting spot, which is disappointing because he should be getting his adamantine armour on. Has somebody else put that armour on without being told to? Someone else being a bit of a plum duffer? Someone else being a bit of a dicky licker? Not that that's a problem. If you want to lick dicks, feel free, as long as you get the permission of the penis owner before you do it. Otherwise, that's the big R, and that's not allowed. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Why am I suddenly talking like a weird adult Dr. Seuss? Very odd. Let's keep looking. Alcohol is my friend, says Curly Fries. Hello, booze, my old friend. I've come to drink you again. I've heard of someone who worked at McDonald's years ago used to sell weed baggies over the counter in the same carton as the burger. I always thought that if you were going to sell weed, one of the best ways to do it is with a pizza delivery service, right? Because then people can come up, order a pizza. It doesn't raise any eyebrows when people come to your door. All you have to do is put all the little baggie in a big flat cardboard box, and no one will even think about it. No one would ever know. It's very clever. But now I've done that. Now I've said it on here, I'm never going to be able to do it. Damn! Maybe GameStop stayed open to do the same, possibly. That could be why they're refusing to close. But then again, what about the legal states over in the United States of America? Surely they don't need any of that pretense, do they? Surely they can just sort it out easy peasy. M, E for equipment, and we're on dangerous ground here. I should probably shut up. P, light volcanoes. Nope, still not wearing anything I told him to. Very, very odd. Maybe we need to start making more adamantine armour, but first, let's go to the stock screen. No, fuck off. Stock screen, and we will start searching by adamantine. E, adamantine. Amulet, battle axe, breastplate. Here we go. No, hang on, no, we're not doing it like that. Gauntlets, shirts, strands, wafers. Wait, have we got no breastplates? We've only got one breastplate. Huh. I could have sworn we had more than one breastplate. We definitely made two, didn't we? Interesting. Let's check Rain Dog. What are you up to, Rain Dog? U, Z, Q, R, A, I, N. There he is. What are you wearing? There he is. Inventory. He's not wearing any of the armour. So if he's not wearing it, who's wearing it? Can we zoom to it? So Z stocks. E adamantine breastplate. Can I zoom to it? Shift Z. Oh, fucking hell. There we go. Where is it? Somewhere on this floor. Presumably in one of these... don't point with your finger, point with the mouse. One of these stockpiles here, right? Surely. Oh, migrants. Migrante. Very exciting. Come on, get inside before the goblins turn up, because if they do turn up, I'm going to lock you in. Also, what's going on here with these traders? Could you piss off? Tell you what, I'm going to break the thingy. Where is it? Can I remove the building? There we go. Trade depot gone. Let's get rid of the traders because they're hanging around for too long. Somebody get in there and shut that thing down, and we'll build a new one. We should also get all the anvils melted, shouldn't we? So let's go to stock screen, stocks, E, anvil. There we go. Iron anvils, melt. Steel anvils, melt. Presumably not the ones that are actually in workshops. You're going to try melting all the ones in workshops, aren't you? You little fuckaroo. How dare you? How very, very dare you? Okay, the military obviously aren't grabbing all their equipment. So, military, no, sorry, S, A, B, C, D, O for cancel. O for cancel. There we go. They will cancel their orders. And now they've dropped more clothes. What is it about military people when they get together? They start whipping off their clothes. I mean, I've heard the stories about soggy biscuit and whatnot, but honestly, come on. These are dwarves. This isn't the kind of behaviour I was expecting. Let's go down here and start ordering up some adamantine armour. This is the weapon guy. This is the armour guy. Apparently, he's finished making all of his steel greaves, which is nice. I'm just going to check I'm not melting adamantine stuff in here. Did I tell him to melt adamantine armour? That would be disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. We're not melting steel. And we're not melting adamantines. They shouldn't be melting adamantine armour. So where has that suit gone? That's the question. That is the question. Add armour, adamantine, forge adamantine breastplate, and we'll also forge a male's shirt as well. Can we add another one? Okay, we can, and we'll make it greaves. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces of a full suit getting ready to be made. Let's watch old Cranium get in there and make that armour. Where are you, K-Man? Ooh, K-Man. That's the character out of Dorohedoro. Dorohedoro! Good anime. I like it. I like it a lot. I ain't no fucking weeb, but I do like an occasional anime every now and again. What have we got going on in chat? Anything happening here? Speaking of McDonald's, has anyone ever ordered a McGangbang? No. McGangbang style. Oh, Butternut Squash, you've got a little pointer on the triangle of trouble thing there that's pointing to the brown space. Oh, exciting. Exciting. It looks like stuff has been said in chat that I've missed. Doro Dorato says, or, and this is a radical idea, live in COCA Washington. That's what, Colorado, California, or Washington? As I understand it, Washington was pretty hard hit by the whole virus nonsense, wasn't it? Washington's, or have they just got better testing? Thing with that is, whenever stuff like that are sold, someone is going to tell the authorities. There's always that person that just has to go and tell. It's true. It's true. And you don't want to get caught in Sweden, mind. I would advise you to avoid being caught in Sweden. They can be a bit aggressive about the whole thing, which is weird. They changed the special sauce. Bukkake sauce is just not the same. Yucky. I mean, some people might like that. I mean, if you do like that kind of thing, it's up to you. I mean, I'm quite happy to support your choices on that, but please refrain from splattering me with your bukkake sauce. It's not something that I would like to be washing out of my hair, because I've got quite a lot of hair, not just on my head. It's all over my body. I am a hairy man. Just slaughter the traders and keep everything. It's fine for It's the fine for loitering. Oh my god, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? Plutonium Jesus says they're taking off their clothes because they're instructed to replace their clothes with armour. I think when they undraft, they shed worn items like a teenage snake. Oh, interesting. And there we go. Curly Fry's now putting shades on the pink place. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Where were we? Right, we are trying to get adamantine armour made. Probably it's been made by now. Let's have a look. Okay, they've made the breastplates and the copper. It's copper? The little rings. Chainmail. Mail. They've made the adamantine mail top. So that looks like the greaves are being made now. The adamantine wafers have gone into the workshop. Fresh from the smeltery, I note. I think we may actually have too small a stockpile for holding our wafers. That's a bit surprising. But no, look, they're all coming straight from the workshops. There's tons of them in there. Holy shit, we really need to... Is this room here being used? Where else can we put adamantine wafers? Adamantine. I keep doing it. In fact, let's say stockpile. B for bar block. Bar block. Have you any metal? That's not working. Click here. Go S. I want to disable everything except bars of adamantine, which of course are known as wafers. There we go. And we also want to put the bins up to maximum, which we've already done, and hopefully that will result in a shitload of wafers getting pulled out of the smelteries, and the smelteries becoming far more inefficient. Or inefficient? Efficient. Oh look, here comes a piece of adamantine armour right now, taken straight over to the workshop there. Or did they just literally just cover that in... There we are, look. Adamantine greaves, adamantine breastplate, adamantine mail shirt. Let's have a look at the greaves, shall we? Let's have a little look. Enter. V. Oh god, 82 grand. This is a masterful adamantine greaves created by Cranium Brood Sicknuggingiz. Sicknuggingiz. Interesting name. Very interesting. Pluto was right. It's the replace order. Ah, okay. So that's why they're taking their clothes off. Got to do something with the 12k channel points I have. My god, you've managed to 26k. How many points for a Tacoma Games mug? You have to talk to Sergeant Indy about that. I have no... other than occasionally promoting them when they're not shut due to a viral lockdown, I don't have any say in how Tacoma Games behave or act. It's just not done. Tidy's got 80. Have you been using them though, Tidy? Because you've been in here quite a lot for a while, so I can't imagine how you would not have accrued quite a few. There we go, Bergendorf and Tidy both bringing the promotional material to the fore. If, of course, any of you happen to be in Washington State, United States of America, you may be interested in visiting Tacoma Games. They sell tabletop role-playing games, collectible card games, board games, polyhedral dice, miniatures, etc, etc, etc. You could, after the quarantine is finished, visit them to purchase said things. They were doing mail order, but now I don't think they have the capability because they can't even go to their store. So, yeah, for now, don't go to Tacoma Games. But when everything picks up and is back to normal again, head out there. See if they've got some stuff you'd like. It's going to be good. There you go. 80k. Oh, 80k. That makes a lot more sense. I was going to say, you've been here definitely longer than that. I should do something with my channel points. I should make them available, but or make options available to use them that aren't just the vanilla ones. But every time I look at stuff like that, like into doing stuff with the Twitch interface, I get kind of like, what am I doing here? What is this really going to help get more viewers, or is it just me kind of doing stuff for funsies? Which is not a problem. I can do it for funsies. That's fine. But you know, maybe I could invest the time better in maybe coming up with more interesting things, like the whole Dwarf Fortress Dwarf Therapist transition shit that I did. That's good, isn't it? Oh, there's the notification for old Curly's bits. Did that pop up before? Are we getting it? Hydrate with alcohol. Why not? Oh, someone squished the Tacoma Game emote. I would hydrate with alcohol, but it's a little bit early. In fact, dinner shouldn't be long now. Someone will be coming up to tell me in a minute, I would wager. I should probably also check that I haven't had a WhatsApp message from Kel. No, I haven't. But my phone is on 30%, which means Twitch has taken me down almost a full battery. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Still, never mind. Never mind. For 1,000 channel points, a random dwarf gets instantly killed. Oh my goodness. That's too dangerous. What if it's a good dwarf? What if a good dwarf dies? We don't want that. We only want the bad dwarfs to die. And by bad, I mean useless rather than evil. Because, even evil dwarves deserve to live. Not useless ones, though. That's a dark outlook, isn't it? I feel like there's a bad thing happening there. That's a bad idea. Why are my wafers not getting binned up? Have we not got enough bins? Maybe I should order up some copper bins. That might make sense, right? Or some wooden bins, even. Have we got wooden bins being made? The Carpenter's Workshop doesn't have any bins in there. There we go. There we go. Keep 5 to 10 in stock. That should be fine. And then they have got 2 in the stockpile, though. Maybe they're not actually... Maybe that's not the bin stockpile. Maybe that's just something in a stockpile in bins. That could be the case. You could do moods for points. You could have a pop-up betting, like a poll where we gamble points, e.g. will the Mega Beast win? 1 yes, 2 no, 3 game will crash. Could do. I haven't looked into how to do that, but maybe I'll give it a look. I mean, if anyone's got ideas, the Discord is a good place to drop them because I'm more likely to see them. We'll see how it goes. Tidy's all up for blood sacrifices. Oh my goodness. Curly Fry says, build a gladiator ring and for however many points of your choice, you can have your dwarf fight a caged enemy in the pits. Quick save. That's not a bad idea, Tidy, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do it now. Do it. Do it now. Exactly. There we go. We're saving. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Well, it's not. People are getting the old virus, but it's fine. It's fine. Excuse me. Oh God. Oh, the quick save is finished. Good. Good. Goody gumdrops. Good. If your dwarf isn't a fighter, you can order just a random fight. It's not a bad idea. It's all very Dwarf Fortress specific. I do intend to be branching out into other realms as well as Dwarf Fortress soon. There are other games I have my eye on. But for now, where we've been playing a lot of Dwarf Fortress and it has made the channel grow like a teenage boy's penis at the sight of a naked woman, I mean, I've been sticking with it for a while, but I do want to try and play a few other bits and bobs. Let's see what else there is in my queue, actually. Give me a minute. I'm just going to have a quick look at my Steam. There we go. Oh, I didn't do my Steam announcement. Shit. 500 points and Scoundrel saves the game. That makes sense. That's a good idea. But you can do it for free. Just do the poop. Do the poops. That works. Where was I? I was looking at Steam, wasn't I? I just closed it down. Let's have a look in my library. What have I got? What have I been thinking about playing? I do love Blender, but people don't really want to watch me do Blender, so maybe we won't do that. Also, you can't render shit while OBS is going. It chugs like fuck, so maybe we'll leave that. Barotrauma does interest me a lot. We will be trying to get some multiplayer Barotrauma going. But I think I want a few practice runs with Chunky Nut and JC before we actually commit. And I think Tidy, you're up for it. And there's a couple of other people in Discord as well. But we'll organise that when it comes to it. Hitman 2, absolutely love playing that. But again, not very popular with the old Twitch viewership. Oxygen not included. I should get Woz to play that with me a bit. Let's do another father-son stream. People seem to enjoy the wholesomeness, which is weird because people who come to this channel, I'm not expecting to be really particularly up for the wholesome thing, but hey, fine. Factorio, that's also a good one. I've really got to play Disco Elysium. Sergeant Indy bought me that and gifted it to me over like just after Christmas, and then I sat there and went, I'm going to play this off stream, yay, it's great. And then 60 hours later, nobody's seen anything of it. I've got a bit of tabs. Could do a bit of the old tabs, that can be fun. What else have we got? Slay the Spire, a bit of Rimworld. What's a Rimworld? Graveyard Keeper, that looks interesting. There's a load of games. Woz is always asking me to do Subnautica. I want to do some Warhammer Total War 2, but again, it's setting it up and starting to play through, because I did one campaign and it took so infernally long to do each turn that it got pretty boring. What else have I got in here? This is the Police. That's a good one. Part of me wants to go and do Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, but I don't think I'll subject people to that. Still haven't played any Witcher Wild Hunt. I should do that. What else have we got? Could do some board games in Tabletop Simulator. That's an option. God, so many games. The Metro Last Light games. Someone bought those for me ages ago. I think it was Rando. And I still haven't done those, even though I now have a 16:9 monitor and can actually play them on the OBS. That's a thing to think about. What else have I got? I'm going back into the weeds here, back into the oldie games. Ye oldie land. God, I can't believe I'm leaving Dwarf Fortress running in the background for so long without watching it. Scary times. I think that's about everything. That's about everything that's in my pile of shame for now. Let's get back to the game. And let's, again, get everybody up into that room on the surface. In fact, no, let's do it here. S, A, B, C, D. Shift A. No, why is that not working? A. What? Okay, let's try again. S, A, A. Why is that not... What the fuck? Ah, here we go. A, B, C, D. There we go. And everybody move to this room here for no good reason. But get it there and we'll see if everybody gets the correct armour. Hopefully, Fuzzy Logic will have got his adamantine game going and we'll see how it pans out. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I should probably put an order for 10 beds in as well, shouldn't I, seeing as we're doing barracks. Yeah, let's go to the Carpenter's Workshop quickly. There we go. Carpenter's Workshop. Add bed. Alt W. Yep, make it a repeater. Stick to 5 to 10. That should be fine. Right, once there's a few people sitting in here, we'll check to see if they've got the correct armour. Did you ever play Darkest Dungeon? I did, Curly Fries. I enjoyed it a bit, but it got a little bit samey after a while. I have to say, more of a Slay the Spire guy. I enjoyed Slay the Spire a little bit. It felt that there was a little bit more variety to the way it plays. Oh, dinner's got to be nearly ready. It smells great. Oh, yeah. Lovely. Bloody lovely. Super underrated game, Guns of Icarus. Is that the airship multiplayer, like first-person shooter battler thing? I think it is, isn't it? That's something the Yogscast played, wasn't it? They did a little sponsored stream on that one a while ago. Witcher 3 is one of my favourite games. I've barely played it. I started it, got through the tutorial, got to the first sort of opening bit where that, is it Niflheim guy is trying to get you to kill a griffin, and then I haven't gone any further than that, so maybe I'll pick it up and do a stream on it. I don't know. I am fucking rock hard for Cyberpunk though. I hope I've got some cash when that comes out, because I am looking forward to playing that quite a lot. Very exciting. The Gwent game with the side quest where you have to save the world to get a full deck. Apparently Gwent is pretty good. I've never played it. Steampunk airship crew stuff. Really good, but no one plays. See, I'm very keen on games that have that Space Station 13-esque crew working together to achieve a goal. I feel like Star Citizen may one day, if it's fully realised, end up having that. It's certainly what drew me to Barrow Trauma. But it's a rare quality in a game. You don't often see that kind of stuff. I've finished Witcher 3 so many times. Cyberpunk looks very good. I'm very excited for that. Then again, I'm also excited for Death Stranding, but I probably won't stream it, just because the amount of cutscenes and the length of the cutscenes is going to make it kind of bad for streaming, I think. People have been watching it streamed, I've seen them, but I'm just guessing that it's not going to be perfect, right? It's not going to be what people really want to watch. Oh, for fuck's sake, Fuzzy. What is this bullshit? Why haven't you got your adamantine on? Because it says, look. Oh, hang on. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me just do a stock check. How many adamantine breastplates do we have? We should have 2. So Oh, there we go. Breastplates. two. We have got two. We've got a superior, and one of them is in someone's inventory. Let's zoom to it. Oh, fuck off. Oh, it's in Tun Itonilun, Captain of the Guards. Hello. So why have you got adamantine on then? Interesting. Let's go to the military screen again. Let's find Tun. He should be in the mountainous routes. No. Carnal Gates. No. The light volcanoes? Oh, there he is, Captain of the Guard. So why are you a wrestler wearing adamantine, mate? What's that about? Steel breastplate. Giant arm leather backpack. Steel helm, steel greaves, steel gauntlet. No, he's just wearing steel, which is what he should be wearing. So why is it saying that he has it in his inventory? Huh. Let's zoom to him. Where is he? Tun. Tun, tun, tun. Tun, ta, tun, tun. Tun, ta, tun, tun, tun. Q-T-U-N. Someone just yell for me. I better keep one headphone out just to make sure. Currently stationed. Go to unit. There he is. Inventory. We're looking at his inventory. What the fuck is this all about? Because the stock screen definitely said he had it on him. Z. Stocks. Enter. E. Adamantine. Breastplate. Inventory. Whose inventory? Shift Z. Zoom. Oh, Kib. Kib the Swords Dwarf apparently has it now. So where the fuck is Kib? Let's have a little look here. Pause. We're looking for Kib. Meng, Ongit, Kib. Llama wool trousers, spider silk dress, coaty leather glove, blah blah blah, steel gauntlet, copper flask, adamantine breastplate. Who told you to wear adamantine breastplate, mate? Who was it who said that? Because it wasn't me. Let's have a little look at him in the military screen, see how this works out. What squad are you in? Carnal Gates. Okay. Carnal Gates, Kib. Metal armour, metal headwear, metal legwear, metal handwear, metal footwear, shield, buckler. Right, okay. What we need to do is change all this to be steel, right? They're all wearing that fucking stupid just metal armour. Right, let's assign the uniform. N for uniforms. Oh, this isn't how it works. Shit. Get back. Military. Carnal Gates. There we go. Is it Shift U? E for equipment. Capital U for assign uniforms. Yes, capital U. Shift Enter. Use for squad. Oh, here we go. Metal armor. Shift Enter. Bang. Oh, I just said it for the oily boys. Fuck you, game. Right, here we go. Metal armor. Shift Enter. Bosh. Let's get the mountainous routes also using metal armor. Shift Enter. Shift Enter. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay, that should get them into steel rather than adamantine. So we resume. We undo the squad orders. There we go. They all rush back to whatever they were doing, and then when they come back, they should be wearing the correct armour, he says, concerned that this is an incorrect statement. Let's also make the remaining pieces of the adamantine armour we need. The copper shield hasn't been made. That's fine. They are now making a huge amount of steel armour, which is also fine. That's fine. But we'll add armour, adamantine. We've made the shirt, we made the breastplate, we made the leggings. No, we didn't make leggings, we made greaves. Let's make a helm. Let's also make gauntlets. And we'll also make high boots. And that's a full suit of adamantine, and it should be for fuzzy logic. So we'll see how that works out. Are we still making capes? Is a cave spider silk capes a thing still? Cloaks, sorry, not capes. Very silly, of course not. Still making leather shoes. I feel like we should cancel the shoe order because they just never stop making shoes. How many orders? How many do I have? What's the list? D for details. No, that's not it. What's our stock leather that works? Is it Alt W? 10 to 20 items. 12. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Let's have a quick look. The Bloody Baron quest shook me, then the Ladies of the Wood, and the walking. Oh yeah, the walking in Death Stranding. I mean, somebody... I think it appeals to me, but I don't feel like the stream is going to love it. I'm probably better off doing Red Dead if I'm going to play something that's 50 quid. Baron is an interesting quest line, although there are some fucking strange side quests in that game. Tidy says partial matches. Oh shit, I need to go and change that in the squad armour, doesn't it? Don't I? I like the druids that send Geralt off for essential supplies, basically wine and pizza. Nice. Kiara met stuff with Fyke Isle. The side quest where the entire town is turning to pigs because they found some gold. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. I should pick up Witcher 3, but it's just getting around to it. I did play the Mass Effect series. I got nearly all the way through it as well. I did 1, 2 and 3, but never quite completed 3 because my Xbox 360 died. And once it died, I just never got around to picking it back up again. And I don't know, 3 seemed like the weakest of the games. 2 was probably the best. I enjoyed the story and everything, but I don't know, 3 just felt like it was going a bit weird towards the end. Story-wise, of course. Good fun, though. Good fun game. Very much enjoyed Mass Effect. I remember buying, I think I bought a box set of all 3 games when the third one came out for the 360, and I bought it in Southampton visiting a friend at uni. Irrelevant, but you know, it's a fact. May as well share the factoid, right? Actually, a factoid technically is not true. It's a false fact. Anyone heard of gamer poop? I mean, presumably you mean poop of people who play games? That's what I'm assuming you mean. Mass Effect is the absolute top of my favourite games list. Good. Not sure it's on my favourite games list, but they are good. They're all free if you have Origin Access. No, I don't have Origin Access actually. I've recently signed up for Good Old Games. I've got an Epic Game Store account, but I've not actually got myself a Origin Access account. I should probably give it a go, but I don't really play many EA games. I got a Ubisoft account for the free Watch Dogs game on Epic Game Store. However, I played the intro, barely finished it, and I was like, I don't really want to play this, and I just stopped. So I may uninstall it. We'll see. We'll see. People were not giving it the strongest of reviews. They were saying it was a bit shit. He cut Skyrim voice lines into more interesting ones. Oh. Actually, I think I might have come across some of that stuff. I may have. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Right, how are we doing here for the Dwarven military? Is things actually happening? Let's call them back in. Squad A, B, C, D. Let's bring them up and see if Fuzzy has managed to get hold of the correct armour. In you go. M, enter. Good. Everybody get in there, and hopefully you'll be wearing the right gear. That would be nice. Oh, a mayor has made a mandate. Or did he just end a mandate? I think I may have missed something. Yeah, I did. Okay, fair enough, that's fine. We haven't got any doublings, have we? Oh no, it looks okay. It's okay, everyone's got a unique, noble job. Larrington said, I'm still a bit sad about the nosedive in writing quality right at the end of Mass Effect 3. Otherwise, the series is most excellent. It is true. It was very good. I like the whole Krogan... what were the fast guys called? Sort of the ones with like very short lives but very good science. What are their names? Oh, God. They made the genophage. I like that little dynamic between those two species. That was a good thing. And the whole, like, the Rachni coming across and ending up befriending the Queen Rachni in, is it month number 2 that was in? I can't remember. I finished both Watchdog games and neither really made me want to continue playing them after the first hour of just need to finish a game once I start them. However, the new Watchdogs was actually starting to look good. I must admit, the Solarians, that's it. They were a fun little species. I liked them. I was actually quite sad when I sent old... not King of the Solarians, the Solarian crew member to destroy the Genophage, and he died. That made me very sad. Not many games have brought tears to my eyes. One of them, Metal Gear Solid 4, when you're going down the microwave corridor, and I think the other one would be Mass Effect 3 when, what's his face, the Solarian dies on your crew. That made me a little bit misty-eyed. Other than that, though, I can't think of any other games that have tickled my sadness gland. Mordin, that was it. Morden's death. You didn't like the Space Siren race. Which one was the Space Sirens? I forget them. Space Sirens? Well, I remember there was the guy that... is it Garrick? No, Garrick's at Deep Space Nine. Another World for the Amiga. Oh, God, there's a blast from the past. I remember that game. That was a long time ago. Oh, man. The Tentacle Head all-female... Oh, I remember them. Nah, they're boring. They're alright, but not really my cup of tea. Not really my cup of tea. The Asari, that's the ones. The Asari, that's what they were called. Is nobody going to come to this military gathering that I've ordered? We've only got 3 people in the room. Oh, here they come. There's more of them coming. Right, let's check to see if Fuzzy's got hold of his armour yet. So it's E for equipment, capital P for what they're carrying. Light volcano. Oh, he's got it, look. Adamantine helm, gauntlet, mail shirt, copper flask, high boot, copper shield. We've done it. We've done it. We've finally got Fuzzy Logic in the right gear. Oh, and it only took, what, an hour? Oh my God, I've been live for 4 hours. Surely my dinner's will be ready in a minute. It's normally ready at 5. Or maybe they're waiting for me. That could be a problem. They could be waiting for me to finish before it's dinner time. Interesting. I was sad when my friends left me because I became a porn star in Fallout 2. Oh, that was a good point as well. Fallout 2 didn't have the same emotional impact on me, but in my mind, it is the first 2 Fallout games are great. I love them. And I feel like ever since the Bethesda versions started being a thing, it's been downhill. New Vegas was cool, but I really don't think it has anything on the first 2. And 4, I didn't even complete 4. I got into it a bit and then just... I couldn't be bothered to finish it. New Vegas is a good game, but it's nowhere near as good as 1 and 2. Not at all. The ethos of the galaxy. I don't know what that means. The Elcor's way of speaking was hilarious. I loved the Elcor's. They were the giant slow ones, weren't they? That spoke sort of like having to specifically state every emotion. I remember them. Very good. And I like the floaty sort of jellyfish aliens as well. They were interesting. Tempted to buy Fallout 2 on Good Old Games. You know what, Tidy? I would counsel against that. Much like old cartoons from your childhood, rose-tinted spectacles make games, the memories of games, better than the actual experience of playing them. They are... Old mechanics in games can really sort of... Once you've played games that have improved on the mechanical stylings, going back to the originals can really sort of sour the experience. I would caution you strongly against returning to games that old. Not that it's a bad game, but it was a brilliant game for the time, I think. Yeah, exactly, Curly Fries. The first 2 are a little old. If you've never played them, though, I think they might be worth a visit, but I don't know. I think a remaster might be worth it. I think I'm getting old as well. Planescape Torment. Oh, Planescape Torment is an amazing game. If you haven't played Disco Elysium, I would strongly recommend it. If you love Planescape Torment, then Disco Elysium is going to really tickle your Gladys. It's going to make you feel pretty swell. I think they're very similar games spiritually, and Disco Elysium is fan-fucking-tastic. Really, go for it. Get it. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Tidy loves old games. Well, that's fair. You can if you want. Curly Fries just started a Mass Effect Insanity run for the entire trilogy. What are you, mad man? Give it a go. See how it goes. See how quickly you can do it. Speed run. Dorgo Dorato said, I liked when Javik in ME3 kept referring to the new races as food. Javik. Which one was Javik? Was he one of the Krogan? I don't think so. The Krogan weren't like that, were they? Old mechanics can help you appreciate modern mechanics more. That's true, Butternut Squash. You can get an idea of what has improved. Fallout 2 was remade in Fallout 4 as a mod. Really? Oh, that could be interesting. Like a full remake, or just close? Because a full remake sounds very interesting. Curlyfry says, also, apparently, the Mass Effect trilogy is getting a remaster in the coming year or two. I don't know if that's old enough to warrant a remaster yet, really, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. Larrington says, working my way through Baldur's Gate 2 at the moment, another classic. I don't know if I actually played Baldur's Gate 2. I played Baldur's Gate 1 for sure. Go for the eyes, boo! But I don't know if I actually made it through Baldur's Gate 2. I definitely never played Icewind Dale. Never got round to playing that. Two Cats Yelling, so you're saying you like Disco Elysium? I do. It was very good. I should have streamed it. Someone bought it for me. I didn't pay for it. But I was hooked after the first few. I got out of the initial sort of like tutorial area, and as soon as I was don't ask Kel, she's not here, but my girlfriend will tell anybody that, oh, that game was a fucking annoying one, because it was one of those ones where I just went, oh, I'm going to keep playing this and that's all I'm going to do. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen every now and again. Javik was the cryogenically frozen Prothean that thought the Reapers in the previous Purge. Oh, did I have him? I don't know if I had, because he was a DLC character, wasn't he? I'm not sure if I had him, but I do remember him being a thing. Such a great game. I'm not saying its sex is bad, but I've had sex worse than Baldur's Gate 2. Blimey. Blimey. I suppose, you know, I suppose I have. I've had some pretty bad sex. Oh god. Oh god. Let's not, okay, let's I shouldn't have thought of that. Ugh. Anyway, where were we? A lot of the fan bases are clamouring for a remaster, and he was a DLC character. I thought so. Oh god. Oh, now I've thought of that, I may have to end the stream. Where were we? Starving billy goats? Starving nanny goats? I don't think so. Let's go and find the sand zone. Yay! That'll distract me. There we go. I don't even know what I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about anything. Just dispel these thoughts. Holy shit, there's nobody in the sand. That's not good. N. Let's set the grazers. Nanny goat? Yes. Billy goat? Yes. KV? Boar? Whatever. Llama, water buffalo. Oops, a daisy. Reindeer, bull, water buffalo, cow. Hopefully those water buffalo will breed and we'll end up with a little bit of calvage. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Some calves. Okay, so are all of our squads training? That's the key. Do I give them 24-hour training, or will that drive them into a mental breakdown? I don't know. Oh, look, this barracks is already full. This is good. Unfortunately, it's only a one-manned operation at the moment, so that's not ideal, but it's a start. It's a start. Let's go back to the surface and look at these barracks. I take it you're oily boy, no, mountainous routes. They've got 10 people in, so that's good. They should be training now. Are they not? I'm just going to do a quick check of their stats in Dwarf Therapist. Hang on. Mountainous routes, how you doing? They're not great, to be honest. Curly Fries is good. Very good, but nobody else seems to be learning very well. Axeman, that's about it. Disappointing. Maybe I haven't done the training schedule properly. Oh, a Miller's slipped into depression. That's not good. Schedule. Okay, so... now, should I have them training with 10 dwarves, or is 6 okay? Because I feel like what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make everybody train all the time. There we go. Get in your military squad and train, because we need to get you as good as we can. As good as we can. Yeah? Good. Okay. How's the steel production going? Let's have a little look and see if the steel armour's working. Still going? They've paused helms. Apparently we've got enough helms. That's good. Oh, Kel's definitely cooking now. I'm guessing it's spaghetti bolognese. I smell garlic. I smell peppers. I definitely smell onions. I think I'm smelling beef mince. Oh god, I'm fucking hungry. Really hungry. Right, who have we got in chat? Oh, hello, Buckshot Brigade. Welcome back. Wow, indeed. We's having a war. We's having a war, and we's gonna kill them space marines. Sure, let's put a great story and a background character behind a fucking DLC wall. That's EA, baby. That's what they do. Sorry about that. I was hitting them too much and forgot to actually train them. Yeah, Curly Fries. We need to get you on board with the whole mentorship program. That's what we've got to do. Otherwise, it's going to be problematic. Problematic. That would be the word. Problematic is a machine made by Wallace and Gromit, I reckon. What have we got going on here? Cranium Brood says, everyone gangster till the lick casts. Time stop. I think what you were trying to say there, I'm guessing, oh yes, Lich, you did correct yourself. Everyone's gangster till the Lich casts. Time stop. That's true. That is true. It's a very Baldur's Gate computer game scenario. Howdy Scoundrel. Howdy Buckshot. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again. Greenskin invasion indeed, two cats yelling. Get yourself hunkered down. Make sure you watch out, because they'll overrun a system in no time if you let them. They definitely will. Is Orchimedes in? I don't think he is. I would have seen him in chat, I think. Thought they were just moving targets for me to train against. Oh, Curly Fries. Come now. Come now. They're not just moving targets. They're also dwarves. Right, let's get those squads back out of the military. A, B, C, D. Cancel the orders. Okay. Oh, that's why they're not training. Because I told them all to stand in that fucking room like an idiot. No, I told them like an idiot. I didn't tell them to stand there like an idiot. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. And they've all dropped their cave spider silk cloaks. As you do. As you do. Let's quickly go back into the military screen. And I'm going to go to the equipment screen as well. And for everybody, I'm going to say we want replace clothing or over clothing? Replace clothing for everybody. There we go, that's good. And then we want exact matches for every squad. That's what they've got. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. And ideally, yes, people are coming to pick up the clothing. That's fine. That's fine. How's the steel going? Good. Okay, they're still making the steel armour. That's fine. That's fine. We do have 3 squads to kit out, which is good. I should probably check to see if they're all wearing their steel armour, shouldn't I? We'll give them an opportunity to relax first. We'll let them get back to training, have a little wind-down training session, and then we'll start inspecting them. Don't want to get them too het up, do we? That'd be a problem. Hello, Darkwater57. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Who knows? Who knows what the oh, whoa means in this case? I'm not fully aware of the context of oh, whoa and ooh, woo, but I think it's something sexual, right? Is that right? Not sure. Curlyfry says, I just imagine my dwarf to have like a massive superiority complex now that just uses everyone else as a punching bag. I can imagine that might be the case. He is pretty fucking good at using his artifact weapon. Level 16, in fact. I mean, to be honest, I should be giving him adamantine weapons, or adamantine armour as well. Shouldn't I, really? Let's have a little look and see what Curly Fries is wearing at the moment. Military equipment. You're in the carnal gates. No, you're in the mountainous routes. There we go. You're supposed to be wearing steel. Apparently you can't find a steel breastplate, which is a bit weird. But if we do this, P, mountainous routes, Curly Fries. You've got a steel helm, cougar leather backpack, steel gauntlets, steel boots, copper flask, steel greaves, steel mail shirt, cave spider silk cloak. Okay, you just need to get a breastplate, which you are supposed to be wearing, right? You are supposed to be, but apparently there's not enough to go round at the moment. But once there is, there'll be enough. It'll be fine. Overclothing. Ooh. Does that mean underclothing is owo? I'm not sure. It's not that I can't find it. My punching bags just haven't brought it to me. Ah, that's probably it. Yeah, someone else has put it on going, I've got to wear this or it'll beat the shit out of me. I mean, you are wielding an artifact steel warhammer in training, which is probably not the best time to be using your most powerful and destructive weapons. I mean, there is a reason training weapons exist, and that is so you can have firewood. Fucking wooden weapons. What are we, elves? Or creatures worthy of survival? Oh no, have I left the civilian alert on? No, the civilian alert is not on. Let's go down and see how much of our adamantine has been collected. Oh my god. The whole spire has been collected. The whole spire has been collected effectively. Yep, and there's no more adamantine to dig out. I'm surprised that this... Oh, actually, there may be more around the lower levels, right? Although looking at these floors, it does look like they're just straight up. Let's give this a crack. If we dig over here, like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. That's better. We'll see if there's more adamantine available. I'm hoping there will be, because we've run out of strands. I'm noticing the... dangerous that a suturer is making adamantine wafers. I don't like that. He could end up changing his mind and stitching someone up with them. That's not what we want at all. That is not what we want at all. Right, somebody has taken on the job to come down here and mine. I'm worried that it's going to be mostly magma at this level, though. And so every single block they dig out is going to be like, oh, it's warm. Do you want me to carry on? It's warm. Do you want me to carry on? It's warm. Do you want me to carry on? Well, of course, yes, I want you to carry on. Of course I do. Just warn me the first time so I am cautiously aware of the magma, and then continue to dig when I tell you to carry on. That's the ideal world. In an ideal world. I think overclothing means they won't strip every time they get drafted. Ah, that's a good idea. Let's have a little look there. Equipment. Oh no, we had talked before that there could be items that will prevent them from putting other items on. So if they're wearing certain things, they can't put their armour on over the top. I think that was the reason. I'm not sure though. Could be wrong. The more I crush everyone else's body, the harder it will be for a spear or sword to go through it due to being so condensed. That's a very interesting theory, Curly Fries. I wonder if it would work. Maybe we should take all military personnel and subject them to intense pressure until they go down to about 1/10 of their normal size, so they're actually the size of an Action Man doll. And then their bodies would be almost impenetrable, even to like depleted uranium shells. Maybe? Could kill them. I think that would be counterproductive, to be honest. Maybe we won't do that. Are there more spires? We didn't find one. Oh yeah, if you like panicked reactions, stick around, Larrington. There'll be a few. Curly Fries is leading a teabagging demonstration. Heavens above. And what is the military purpose of that? I can't imagine. This is what you do when you've finished with an enemy. Pull down your trousers and... Oh, they wouldn't say trousers. Pull down your pants and place your scrotum gently on their face. You don't have to fart, but it does make it better. Is it normal that a visiting dwarf bard is giving a gelding demonstration in my tavern? Maybe. I don't know. Depends what he's gelding. I once watched a thing where a guy... It was like a goat herd or something. He was gelding his goats and he was just doing it like... Just grabbing them and going whoop, whipping them off, and then he ate one of the bollocks. I was quite surprised, you know. At least wash the fucking thing. Surely, if any part of a goat is going to be dirty, its balls are going to be dirty, right? I mean, they're basically right below the arsehole. If it's stepping forward as it's shitting, the natural swing of its testicles will bring them underneath the bum hole, and the poo will hit them, right? Then again, herbivore poo, not so bad. It's probably not going to kill you outright, but it's not pleasant, is it? It's not pleasant. Surely it's clean on the inside, otherwise it'd die of blood poisoning. That's true. Once you've got it out of the bag, I suppose that's technically clean. At least cook it though, right? Oh, God. Ugh. Raw? Madness. Then again, maybe not. Maybe goat testicles taste bloody lovely and I'm just being a bit of a dick assuming they taste bad. Although I am not about to test that theory. I will eat a lot. You know, I'm not worried about eating insects and other such things, but raw goat bollocks? I think I draw the line there. I think I draw the line. Cooked, however, goat bollocks, yummy, yummy, as they say in the Wiggles. Fresh from the wrapper, that's right. Aren't bollocks called sweetbreads in this game? I thought sweetbreads were all the internal organs. I thought your liver, kidneys, all that kind of stuff were your sweetbreads, right? Or is that not it? Are the testicles the only sweetbreads? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're referring to saurine malt loaf. It could be. How long does it take for a miner to get down here? Jesus Christ. Oh, wait a minute. Did I close off the gates? No, I didn't. Oh, we're getting a lot of nice serrated green glass discs, aren't we? I feel like I'd like to make a few weapon traps with those. Maybe we should start placing them in the entry corridor. It's a bit late now, though. They're not going to be any use in our war against hell, are they? Can we please get some guys down here to mine? Well, we'll probably get a notification, won't we, if we just stop watching. A watched pot never boils, as the old adage goes. I should probably start making another military squad, shouldn't I? We're not going to get people suitable for the light volcanoes if we've not got everybody in the fortress who can be actually training. Let's have a look. Is this place ready to go? It's not quite ready to go, but we can turn it into a barracks nonetheless. Let's do it. Let's size the room. Press enter, press B for a barracks, and then we need to create a new military squad. Let's have a little look. Oily Boys, Mountainous Routes, Carnal Gates. Who can create one? Curly Fries, you can appoint a new squad. So Bosch, there we go. We're going to make them in metal armour, of course. Bosch, there we go. And they're called the Cuts of Working. Ooh. Who is going to be our first person in the Cuts of Working? I feel like what we need to do is leave it vacant for now. I'm going to make... How many barracks have we got? I've got another 2 barracks on this floor. So if I say build bed planning mode, I'm just going to organise these places with the beds and armour racks and all that jazz, and then I will name the squads. But, 4, 5, 6, 7... not there. Arse. 8, 7. Oh, shit. There we go. X. There we go. Now, build bed. No, fuck off. Build bed. There we go. And we're in planning mode. That's good. So, bonk. Donk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Okay, dinner won't be long. All right, I'll assign the furniture to these rooms, and then we'll wind the stream up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit. 8, 9, 10, and then we need to remove this little sausage here. There we go. And we also need to put in some doors, don't we? BD Wong, actor from old Jurassic Park and many other movies. There we go. Put those doors in there, and then we need to create 2 more squads, and then we'll call it time. So Mountainous Routes, create another squad, metal armor, and then Mountainous Routes, create another squad, metal armor. Lovely. So we've got the Cuts of Working, the Brass Incineration. I like it. And the Rough Hollows. Ooh. All interesting names. Only the Rough Hollows really conjures up anything double entendre-esque to me, but hey, that's fine. Let's do a quick save before doing the quit save, because that doesn't always work. And say to those of you watching the YouTube recording, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a pleasure recording for you, but now you must go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, YouTubers. Bye, 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 bye.